I done killed myself so many times on Tears of the Kingdom. It's ridiculous, bro.
Of course.
Messing with the mechanics, bro. I put a barrel on my weapon, bro. I'm blew myself.
Yep, you gotta put on your shield. I tried that too. I'm like, why would they let me do this? It's like instant death. It's like they're like, you could do it, but we're gonna just kill you.
I was like, man, like, why did I not think that would happen, bro?
Yeah, it works with the shield though. But anyways, guys, the podcast, episode 12, season 2. We are back with the revamp. I don't think we really told you guys this anywhere, not even on the socials, but we have revamped the episode. All right, we ain't doing what we used to do. We have made some slight changes, and you're gonna notice these slight changes as we go through. But we're gonna have pretty much a main topic that we really want to sit down and talk, and the topic is gonna be something that we all can contribute to, so we all can show you guys how stink our breath is equally. But anyways, today is the 17th. We are recording on May 17th, 2023. I believe. Wait, is it today Wednesday, y'all? Dang,
it is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
So this is going to be releasing today on the 18th. So I'm kind of like speaking in different tenses. Anyways, without further ado, before I introduce the rest of these fine gentlemen here, we are on socials, YouTube, Twitter. The podcast can be heard on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the major platforms out there. So if you can't watch us, because we do have a video version on YouTube and Spotify, you can also listen with your 2 ears, because that is one of the 5 senses we have.
Yeah.
Dom,
What he said.
say what up.
Y'all like and subscribe. Hey, what up, y'all? My birthday was just there.
Hey, happy
Happy birthday.
I am now 24. Man, that's weird. It's been a year since I graduated college as of the 13th of May. I look back at it, I'm like, man, time has flew, bro. It's crazy. Hey, you know, let me stop. We got 2 30-year-olds on the podcast with me.
Go ahead and talk your job, bro. Go ahead, speak your piece.
Hey, man. Hey, hope y'all enjoy what we got for y'all. Something special. Hopefully, it ain't too long, bro.
Any games you playing?
Obviously, I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild 2, but better. And then I've been playing Fire Emblem as well, the newest Fire Emblem Engaged. Both of them been cool. I've been enjoying both of them so far.
How long or how far are you in Tears of the Kingdom?
Bro, not far at all, bro. I literally, you get off the tutorial place. I literally just went to the people you talk to, the first people you're supposed to talk to.
Oh, you ain't scratched.
Yeah, I haven't done anything.
Literally.
Bro. I haven't. They give me all these missions to go out and do. I've done not one of them yet, bro.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I've been playing more Fire Emblem because it's just Fire Emblem's more like straightforward. Like, man, I do want to play. It's a lot to look at right now. It's a lot to look at right now.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like,
I've been wasting more time like sandboxing and stuff, doing it more than anything, dog.
Yeah, true. That's what's up. Last but not really last but not least, because I gotta go. But GP, say what up,
What's
bro.
going on, people? Man, it's good to be on. Like Soup said, we're gonna do a little format change. Still gonna be the same host. None of us leaving and nothing like that. But we just gonna switch it up. Something that we think needed, and hopefully y'all enjoy. I ain't been on no game as of late, but as of right now, thanks to my man Dom, he sent me the link so I could go ahead and get this Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales for the PC. So I'm gonna be downloading that now as the episode go, and the sooner we get done, the sooner I get to play the game. So don't expect me to go on too long, knowing that this game is in the background. But sit back, enjoy. However, if you're watching or listening, man, y'all stay with us.
Yes, sir. You read the title, you already know what we're talking about today. So this might make it on GP's top 10. But as far as me, same old, been cooling. In the games I've been on the only game is Tears of the Kingdom, and I like Breath of the Wild, not as much as anybody else. I kind of give it like a 7 or 8 out of 10. But Tears of the Kingdom, I was first like, okay, you know, this is cool. But then like I just kept playing and like, nah, this is probably like one of the best games of all time for real. It could break my top 10 by the time I finish it. I fought one boss, and I did like a lot of the side content. But that one boss fight, that joint was fire, bro. That joint was fire. It was like, I was like, wow, this is intense. Like it was the boss fight. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's essentially in the cold area. There's like this tornado twister thing that you go into. And the puzzles in that is not that, you know, it's not that fun. It's okay, but the boss fight, I was like, yo, this is fire. I'm over here. Yes. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing. But Tears of the Kingdom, check it out. $70 on the Switch. It is fire. The only bad thing I say is the frame rate. Frame rate sucks. It dips a good bit. But like Dom said, it's not straightforward. So if you want something to kind of ease your mind and you want something that kind of leads you in a direction, don't play that because it's massive. A lot of things to do. But next on the podcast, you already know we got our sports man right here, GP. Shoot us with the sports minute. Go.
So unfortunately, the biggest news in sports, as we all know, ain't even dealing with sports. Another video. I don't know what my man. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got something they want to share. All I'm gonna say is make smart decisions, my man. To all y'all, to the listeners, to me, to the hosts, make better decisions. Because if you're gonna lose millions of dollars off a decision, I don't think it's worth it. It can't be worth it. Don't maybe be smart, y'all. Anyway, Lakers in Denver, great game. Jokic said, "I'm here. What y'all doing?" Lakers almost came back though, so I'm excited to see what they do. Miami playing actually right now. They playing if they ain't already finished. That's my girls' team, so she rooting for Miami. Hopefully Jimmy Butler gets some buckets. But the NBA good, man. People criticize the bubble. You know, a few years ago, this a bubble. They're only that good because it was a bubble. The same teams are now playing. Maybe it wasn't a bubble. Maybe they could just hoop, and we could put some respect on their name. So maybe they could just hoop. So, man, if you haven't been checking out, definitely watch the NBA playoffs. There's been some good games. Ooh. And what I will say is, I know baseball going on. I ain't keeping up with it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all like that. But what I am keeping up with is football season is about to get started in a few months. So get ready for your fantasy. Think of what you want to draft. Make sure you make your leads. Make sure you set all your rules you need to. And get ready for this NFL season to come back up, y'all. But right now, Sports Minute, that's it. I think I'm under a minute this time.
Got something to add real quick.
Wow, never mind.
For those, okay, here you go, bro. For those who care about NBA, paying attention to like everybody heard about the prospect Wembanyama, Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
Yeah, the draft happened. The Spurs won the draft, the lottery. They got the Wemby, bro. Man.
It was destiny, bro. They always get the great. They always get the great, you know.
And they got
European,
Tim Duncan, bro.
Frenchman. Tim Duncan was Virgin Islands, so technically the U.S., but you know, they don't get them American. They get them other guys.
And they got Victor, start winning. Bro. They might start winning again, bro. Spurs might make a return, bro.
Yeah, I know the one thing, and I'm glad thank you, Dom, because that was important. They got the first pick. The one thing that people are saying though is the way this generation is, you can't coach them the same way. So they're saying the way he was coaching Tim and David Robinson and Tony and Manu Ginobili, they can't do that with this guy. You might need to soften it up, or you gonna get fired. So I don't know. But yeah, the weakest line I heard from the NBA though was from Joel Embiid. This man said him and Harden can't be the only ones to hoop. And you look at the stat sheet, and they weren't hooping, y'all.
Bro, that ain't something, bro.
I think I seen it.
It wasn't, bro.
Bruh, when RDC World make a video about you, wasn't hooping, bro.
It's bro.
So that was the weakest line, bro. We can't carry the team, but I'm only just be quiet, bro.
From the person who won MVP, bro. From the person who won MVP, we get that, bro.
Yeah, it was bad.
Hey,
Yeah.
second round exit again. Never made it past the second round all these years.
See you, Philly. Back to you,
Is
Sue.
it true that Doc Rivers was let go?
Oh yeah, he got let go.
I don't think it's really only his fault though, bro.
That's what.
The players was not playing.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Like the hoopers don't hoop, but they let the coaches go.
That is true, but I have to be honest. Doc been there for a while now.
Yeah.
He's been there for a while.
How long is a
He's
while?
also not the best coach.
4 years.
4 years, and they always get to the finals. Well, not the
Second
finals,
round.
but the
Yeah, second
playoffs.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know,
they
man.
never make
I
it
keep
past the
that
second
guy.
round though.
I keep that guy. If you
would.
if you get us to the playoffs, and you only been for 4 years, were we there before him?
Once.
Yeah,
yes.
see, man,
Yeah,
nah, bruh.
yeah, once they won.
I don't agree with that. I
don't know, man.
You
This-
can't. Everybody
I mean,
can't, bro. Everybody can't. Only one team could get a ring, bro.
you're right. Look, the Bucks won a championship 2 years ago, and they let go their coach this year.
Crazy.
He made some
but
bullheaded
he
decisions,
did
though.
make some bad. He did make some bad decisions. The coach for the Bucks.
Bro,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like,
Monty-
no, it can't be
Monty
perfect,
Williams.
right?
For the Suns.
So
he
y'all
just went to
letting
the
go
finals.
coaches? Y'all letting go coaches? If
Oh no, look, I won't say this because people were saying the 76ers let go of Doc Rivers just probably to get a worse coach and still be bad, bro, with the same players. So
Now I will say that, Sue. Sometimes letting go of the coach, you still got the same players that didn't show up,
and then
So
you
it
get a
ain't gonna
worse
make
coach, bro.
Right.
so, why let go the coach, man? I feel like
People-
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
In
If they
Doc
keeping the
Rivers'
same
defense,
Sixers, bro.
I would not let him go.
If they keeping the same Sixers, it's not.
If you get us to the playoffs, you getting paid, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Cause how many teams? What, 60 some teams? 80 some teams?
80. What?
Bro, it's like
How many
26, 27.
I'm thinking video. I'm thinking games. Like 80 games versus teams.
Yeah, 80.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
okay. I guess.
They like 7, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like pretty.
Okay.
What, like third?
But you got. Let me give you one background. Doc Rivers has a horrible Game 7 record. So when a game matters in the playoff, I think he's like 1-12. It's terrible. No, I'm just being.
What
real.
kind of
Like,
skill you need to put your players on game 7 and not do bad? You know, like I don't know.
you
What kind? You gotta.
stop going to Game 7s and win or sooner.
Yeah, you're right. Gotta ask Chat GPT for that one. But that's what's up. Appreciate the sports done quick, sports minute. But now we're gonna move here into our new section called Gaming News Quick. I might change that. I don't know yet, but I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. Gonna shoot y'all some important gaming news. So GTA 6 release window has been revealed essentially during like some kind of not a conference call, but like the call for like the stocks and stuff. There's a term for it. I don't know. Anyways, it's likely that the game will be released between April 2024 to March 2025, which likely will be in late 2024 because they expect some high earnings early 2025 or whatnot. So there you go. GTA 6 coming. You probably get a trailer. Nah, probably next year. You probably get a trailer next year. Next we got Mortal Kombat. The next Mortal Kombat game is going to be revealed tomorrow, which by the time you listen to this podcast, it will be today. So we won't be able to mention it on today's episode. But it's likely going to be either a Mortal Kombat 1 remake or they just name it 1. It's not going to be called MK12. So that's pretty cool. And you got the PlayStation Showcase that a lot of people has been waiting for. I mean, a lot of people have been waiting for a PlayStation Showcase because right now there's not too many first-party games that have been pretty much released or made known to the public from Sony. So a lot of people are excited, me included, because I like Sony games. Lately anyway. Well, all the time. I always like Sony. Well, PS3. Yeah, anyways. But yeah,
What's the date on that?
yeah, May 24th, 4 p.m. Eastern. So next week, I think on like a
Yeah, work.
man, yeah, like you be working.
I ain't gonna lie, I could see if I wanted to. I ain't gonna lie.
Look at this man. Look at this. This man ain't slick.
Yeah,
Man.
3 o'clock. Yeah, that's winding down almost right there.
Yeah, so actually next Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Over an hour long, so expect some big surprises from that showcase. And then we got Overwatch 2 campaign mode has been canceled. The only reason Overwatch 2 even exists, it has been canceled. So yeah, so anything y'all can comment on anything I just said.
I hate the fact that Overwatch 2 campaign mode has been canceled, bro. That was probably the biggest selling point for this game, and now was no point in having it. They literally took Overwatch. I guess they made the online a tad bit better because it was dying already.
Yeah,
and then they made it a tad bit better, and now they're killing the whole purpose, bro.
So, are you still? Do you still play?
I'll play it only when friends want to play it now, because I do not like it that much.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna cancel that. They probably canceled it because the
probably
numbers are probably low already. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And then they got it to the point where, like, when you get skins and stuff, bruh, it's such a like the amount they charge for the skins is ridiculous as well, man.
Yeah,
you can't get no free skins no more, bro.
Come on, we been to talk about that. You don't get nothing free no more. You can't even earn it. You can't earn it like the old days.
Even like Apex,
Dead Space,
you can still get free chests and stuff, bro.
Dead Space remake you can, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor you can unlock free stuff. All right. So there, we still have those few games. You know, there's the most recent game.
Excuse me.
I just gotta put it out there. Like, there are some games out there that still
I won't count those
unlockables. You know,
like Overwatch 2 is free to play, right? At least every other free to play game I play has had at least some way to get free skins, even if it take a lot of work. Overwatch 2 Battle Pass doesn't even give you a free skin.
What's the Battle Pass on there?
You get like maybe like an emote or something. Half the Battle Pass you don't get nothing, bro, unless you pay for it. And even Overwatch.
Oh, you talking about the free version of the Battle Pass?
The free Battle Pass. At least they used to have like one change of color.
I don't know, man. If a game free, man, and the prices are reasonable, I got you. The game is free,
Overwatch
bro.
Price is not
free.
reasonable, bro.
All right, maybe I don't know.
$20 for one skin, dog, is crazy.
Okay, I mean, that ain't my value. You right? I ain't gonna pay that, but
and one skin that ain't got no special effects, bro.
Yeah. Anyway,
at least
if you love the game, you'll support it, though. That's me.
Yeah.
If I love the game, I support it.
Yep. That's facts.
Yeah, I was buying Fortnite skins back in the day.
Hey, bro, looking at the amount of money I spent on League of Legends is crazy.
Yeah. So.
They got a thing you can check the amount of money, bro. I'm like, God, what was I on?
Oh, they let you see it. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, they tell you it's like break my bank or something, break my wallet or something. Literally website.
That's what's up. They all need to do that. They might. Nah, if I made a game, ain't no way you getting that out of me. You spent $0. Keep on spending.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
Facts. But anyways, excuse me.
Don't die now.
I know, right? I'm about to get into the main conversations. I'm dying, bro. So like I said earlier, if you see the title of this episode, this will be the main topic for the rest of this episode, man. We're gonna do this from now on, and we can all contribute, and even you can, if you want to, be in the comment section. You know, say what up, say how you feel about our opinions, and maybe give your top 10 or whatever we talked about. But today, top 10 games of all time. Now, I have said my top 3 games multiple times. If you don't know by now, don't worry, I'll remind you today and probably forever on, because I always talk about these games. But
hey, wait. Don't phrase it as top 10. Say top 10 favorite. People might think you're talking about like best games of all time, bro.
These are ours, though.
It's ours.
Yeah, but you say top 10, people like, oh, top 10 best games.
So? It's my opinion. I don't care. Because you're going to share your top 10. I'm pretty like, boo. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. It's my top 10. You got to defend your top 10. That's why if you can't stand 10 toes, I'm already like, oh, man. He might say something about my top 10, but you ain't confident in it. This top 10 games all the time, mine. Okay, what I grew up with, you know, what made me happy. But before we get on ours, hold up. Okay, I had to mark the time, but before we get on our top 10 specifically, kind of the reason I kind of wanted to do this because GQ apparently. If you look on this site I got up right now, They was like, we asked the world's greatest game developers, streamers, directors, writers, blah blah blah, what are the top 100 games of all time? So their top 10 is kind of crappy in my opinion. I'm gonna just shoot the top 10, and y'all can give you a little opinions on it, and then we're gonna start off for hours, and we're gonna go in the order of Dom, GP, and me last, because like y'all already know 3 of mine. So when we get to the top 3 and I'm at the end, like I could just go ahead and speed run that. But so top 10 from GQ is Half-Life 2. That's number 10. Number 9 is Dark Souls. Number 8, Portal 2. Number 7, Metal Gear Solid 1998. Number 6 is Mass Effect 2. Number 5 is Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Number 4 is Bloodborne. Number 3 is Tetris 1985. Number 2 is The Last of Us 2013, not the PC version.
I was looking.
And number 1 is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I'll comment on this first. They got a couple games on here that's on my top 10. Witcher 3, Mass Effect 2, those 2 are my top 10 games. Half-Life 2, I think it might be on my top 10. I don't have my list exactly in front of me, but I can see why that is on here. Some games I can't see why it's on here. Dark Souls, Portal 2. I can see why Metal Gear Solid could be on here. Bloodborne, come on, bro. I can see why Tetris is on here. The Last of Us is in like number 2 of all time.
I was thinking that was high.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, you ain't really playing no games like that, cause that ain't. What did this game do that really like changed anything? It didn't even. It's not even inspirational. And anyways,
question. Hey, wait.
And the Breath of the Wild is number 1, and I can see why that would be somebody's number 1. It ain't mine at all, but Tears of the Kingdom, fire. Anyways, what's up?
All right, so you said and you said Dark Souls like he wasn't supposed to be on the list, bro.
No.
You don't think Dark Souls be on that list?
If I had to put any Souls-like game on that list, it'd be Sekiro. Sekiro's way better than Dark Souls. It's more replayable. Dark Souls is a fire game, okay? Don't get me wrong. I actually love Dark Souls, but it is not of all time. Nah, I like Sekiro way more than that. But obviously, that's my opinion. I mean, go ahead. What you got to say?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay, what about you? What's your comments, huh?
It did sound like fighting words.
Hey, you'll see, bro. You'll see, bro.
You think this list is legit? What you think overall? I guess.
Overall, it has, I guess games out here people talk about notoriously being on their top 10. I thought about putting Half-Life on mine as well. I know people talk about The Witcher 3. Never played it. I never actually.
You never played The Witcher 3?
Nah.
Huh? Hold up.
I never was able to get my hands on it. Hey, all right, calm down, bro.
Huh?
Okay, here you go.
Having too much fun.
I was never able to get my hands on it. All right.
What's your excuse right now? Did you play Skyrim
right now? I did play Skyrim.
Did you like Skyrim?
I did like Skyrim.
What would you rate Skyrim out of 10?
Got him.
I think it's I give it like an 8.
You would love The Witcher then. You would love.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I played it, right? I rented it back in the day, but then I ran out of GameFly.
This guy.
Yeah.
Now all he plays Japanese games and stuff. So
oh, that's not.
It's too late.
True.
It's too late.
The Witcher ain't even American either, bro. Okay, here you go with these things.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Boo-boo soundboard, bro.
I said, dog, bro, y'all couldn't hold that.
Yeah, boo-boo soundboard, bro. Out here.
Oh man, that's funny. All right, that's cool, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our list.
You feel good because half the games I didn't even know what they were.
That's not. You shouldn't even be on this episode right now, man. Should have kept that to yourself.
I'm just saying,
because this game these are recency bias, in my opinion. Like a lot of these games are just like because they recently been like
I knew some of them, but some of them I was like.
So what game you didn't know? You didn't know Dark Souls?
Yeah, I knew Dark Souls. I think number 10, number 9.
Number 9.
Ain't no Half-Life.
Oh, you don't know Half-Life? Okay, that's fine.
So,
I can see why you
that.
wouldn't know Half-Life. I can see why that. And Dark and Portal.
Yep, did not know that. So when you started the list, I was like,
those games are developed.
this?
Yeah, they're developed by Valve, which is the owner of Steam. So you got a computer, and you should be able to play them now.
Now I do. But...
All right. Anyways, Mr. Dom. We're gonna start off with number 10 and number 9, bro.
Okay.
Show me what you got.
All right,
hold on. I got a question. I have the question.
Okay.
Can I list a franchise as one of my games?
Yes.
Or will I have to be specific?
Nah, you can list a franchise.
Okay, alrighty. Yeah. Okay, all right. That's all I need to know. Right.
I
mean, if you can, while you're discussing it, you could maybe pick your favorite out of that.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. That's what I did. If it's a franchise, I just chose my favorite out of the franchise.
Fair enough. Okay.
Instead of trying to go into multiple.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Dom, 10. Number 10.
All right, drum roll, please. Oh, all right. First, I got some honorable mentions. All right.
Wait.
Oh no, you gave honorable mentions before 2 or before 1, right?
We'll do honorable mentions before like 3 or something. 2. Yeah. Before
Okay.
1.
Yeah. Cause I was thinking about it. Yeah. They always give honorable mentions right before the last one. Golly, man, my list is kind of everywhere, man.
Now he's scared. Nah.
All right. So my number 10, I got Dark Souls as number 10.
Okay.
In my number 9, I got SMT3.
Talk about Dark Souls first.
All right, Dark Souls, right? First game, one of the first games of its kind. Right, I think that sparked my interest
Demon
for playing
Souls
games.
is the first one, actually.
All right, who cares, bro? Dark Souls is the first one.
We come on here lying. All
right, Dark Souls. I said one of the first ones of its kind. All right, and Dark Souls was more popular. I actually was old enough to play Dark Souls without not knowing what to do. And Dark Souls is the first of its kind. It really sparked my interest for playing like really difficult games. Right. I had it on. It came out on a 360. It wasn't like very heavy story oriented, but when you look into it, the story was cool. I always liked the bosses. They always made the bosses seem like such big, over unencounterable walls, bro.
Yeah.
The gameplay was simple, but at times it was kind of like complex with the things you could do. Right. I know gameplay wise, they built off from it, but that was kind of like the bootstraps, bro, for like games like Elden Ring and Sekiro, like you said, bro.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite part about Dark Souls?
Honestly, I like the bosses more in Dark Souls 1. A good bit of the bosses was like unique in Dark Souls 1. Like,
what makes you like this one more than the other ones, then, I should say?
Right.
All the other From Software games, like
Elden 2 was bad.
2 was bad.
3 was cool, but it felt like more of the Dark Souls 1 aesthetic.
Yeah.
You know, just like the updated gameplay. Haven't beat Sekiro, so I didn't want to put it on the list.
Right,
I'm at the last boss, bro.
That's why you ain't beat it.
But my PlayStation controller. My PlayStation controller broke. All right, leave me alone.
Dang, boy, you was that mad.
No, bro. The controller dropped once. Nah, I hate this, bro. My Xbox controller dropped so many times. My PlayStation controller literally fall the first time ever. In the trigger break, bro.
Yo, Isha was piecing you up in real life, boy. The fingers was broke the controller. Can't even finish the game. Ain't even go back.
Man, come on, Dom.
Yo, that's funny, man. It's okay, bro. It was a hard. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna join you real quick. My first time playing Sekiro, I didn't finish it. I was streaming about it back then. I got to the last boss and I didn't finish it. I don't know why. I just stopped playing because he was just beating me that first time. And the way you get better at the game is to keep playing. And especially when it comes to those games, you got to beat the boss. You got to get better.
The moment you stop playing for too long, bro, it's like
yeah, you got to retrain yourself.
Bro.
So that's why I didn't get back on it. But I did go back and play it again. I think last year and beat it. It was a lot easier, I guess. But anyways, yeah. I was enjoying. I ain't want to just straight rag on you. That
Nah, you're good, bro.
I understand. I ain't break my controller, but I understand he was like one of the hardest bosses in the game. So, yeah. Okay. And what's number 9?
Oh, I had SMT3. Well,
I knew SMT was gonna be on there,
bro. Okay, and look, all right.
Okay, so
Bruh,
explain
it
yourself.
sparked our SMT3. Right, one day, chilling at college, bro. Bored. My friend was like, bro, why don't you try this game? I was like, what is? He was like, probably gonna be one of the hardest games you ever played, bro.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'll take the challenge, right?
Does it have
like,
a difficulty system? Like it's like normal?
No, yeah. It got normal, and then it got hard.
No.
It don't even ease you in, huh?
And normal wasn't easy either. But I chose hard because he was like, bro,
Why you always do that?
I don't know. I had a lot more time on my hands.
I cannot choose hard on a turn-based game. That's just not gonna. Like I'll choose like not the hardest because you can't. You just gotta grind, bro. There's nothing difficult. You literally just press an attack. There's no skill. You know what I'm saying? It's strategy. And if I gotta grind, nah, bro. I'm not finna grind. I'm not finna go fight 30 ghosts just to come beat the boss.
I would say this. The game, you don't really have to grind for it. It's just, I guess, with chance, the chances get a lot harder. All right, but so SMT3, right? Getting to this game, well, I've got it number 9 on my list, right? It was one of the first games I played of its kind. It actually sparked my interest, into games like Persona as well. So I ended up playing SMT3. It's a RPG game, turn-based, but it got like one of the first times I've seen a combat system of its kind. Every enemy got a weakness, and if you hit the enemy's weakness, it switches over to the next person on your team's attack. So that combat system was refreshing, right? It's one of the only few RPGs I played where buffs and debuffs actually matter, right? I felt like it took actual thinking to actually beat the bosses. The music on this game was phenomenal, right? I didn't care about video game music until I played this game.
You tripping?
Now, when I was younger, I never paid attention to video game music till I played this game, bro. And the soundtracks.
Have you played Streets of Rage?
Yes, I have.
And you didn't care about the music?
How old is that game?
Sonic?
How old am I?
So you played those games later in life. You didn't play them when you was young.
Yes, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I played like Sonic, and I played Streets of Rage when I was a kid. Obviously, I've played it more recently, right?
I expect you to have an adult taste at 5-year-old. Like, bro,
it's music.
I never really paid attention to video game music until I played SMT3.
And that's 20?
When. Yeah, exactly. I was like 19, 20. And then that made me realize, and it's a PS2 game at that, right? For it to be such a good game in a PS2 game. And then I played it, and that sparked my interest. Like every time I play a video game now, one of the first things I hear is the soundtrack, bro.
Okay. I'll let you have it. That ain't me, but I'll let you have it.
I didn't know how much I like dark and like gruesome games until I played a game like this, bro. The world was ending. People just dying, bro. The monsters you fight as demons. Then like your party is not like any like other human characters or whatever. They got like a negotiation system where you negotiate and you got to give them things, and then maybe they'll join your party. They might run off with whatever you gave them, bro. They might hate you because you say something and beat you and kill you, bro. And then you back at the starting menu. And it was like one of the first game I ever played like this.
Okay. The
story was good. It had multiple endings. It made you understand why a lot of the characters was doing what they were doing, right? It made you feel sometimes like, man, why am I going with this ending? Why not I just let the world end in this game? You know what I'm saying? It was my first RPG like that, bro. The gameplay was good, the music was good, the story was good, and I enjoyed the characters.
Okay, man. That's what's up, man. I ain't got much else to say.
Yeah, I know y'all haven't played it, so y'all really can't.
Yeah, I've seen gameplay, and it just looked weird.
It looks weird. I know it's
hard for me to get past that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you gotta play it, bro. All right.
This dude running around in capris and a shirt, and he's shirtless. I can't. Like my whole thing, like I think I said this before. was like when there's people especially back in the day, like if the character run weird, I couldn't play it.
But
Hey,
you
I
watch
get you.
Naruto. But you watch Naruto.
Hey,
That's the
That was
run is
kinda
not
cool, bro.
okay. That's the run is okay. If
Okay.
they run weird in the video game, if you translate that into real life and it's weird, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not finna run with my hands and my shoulders.
hey,
like
I
chicken.
get you, bro. I couldn't play games. I don't know if I told you. I couldn't play games with bald main characters, bro. I just couldn't.
Hold on, what?
Yeah,
I
he
got
said
over
this-
that now.
Yeah, he said that.
I told you, Max Payne 3, Buddy had hair. Something tragic happened. He cut his hair. He was bald. I couldn't play the game anymore. I physically just couldn't play it anymore, bro.
Bro, I missed this. What?
Yeah.
We had a whole episode.
Yeah,
talking
we
about this.
definitely talked.
Bro, I
about it.
missed it. Y'all sure I was high? Because I felt like I would. So you couldn't play with Kratos then?
I never played a God of War game until I played the newest
Oh
one.
my god.
I know, right?
We never had like a PlayStation 3. We didn't have the game.
We need to change this episode too. I need to help you, bro.
We didn't have the game, bro. All right? We did not have God of War, bro.
So that's why you ain't never hang with me when I used to get that skit on my head back in the day. I used to cut off my hair. I died
Afraid
like
to
he ain't
bald
know me no
people.
more.
Afraid of bald people.
Hey, it's just when the main
crazy.
character was bald, bro. I just couldn't do
So
it.
when you
bro.
play 2K, you don't pick nobody with a bald head on your team, huh?
That don't count, bro.
Man said Jordan. I ain't wearing none of his shoes.
I don't want that with you.
Hey, they got the old Jordan, bro. Only play with the Jordan when he had before he cut his hair, bro. Rookie Jordan, bro.
You said, don't you come in this house with them ones on?
Well, that's funny, bro. Oh,
I grew out of that now, but bro, it was a phase. So I couldn't do it, bro.
Ooh, boy, that's funny. I missed that. Okay. Oh, gosh. Good job, dog. That's about that.
Yeah. Okay. GP. Do you have a 10 and a 9?
Yes, I do. So, I'm willing to make a bet. This one I'm gonna start off.
Oh my
I got 20. I got 25. I'm not gonna say what it is. It could be 25 quarter, $25, 25 ones. I got 25. If you guys know what my top 3 games are, and if you get them in order, I'm willing to double it. So you get 25 if you know the top 3, and then I'm willing to double it if you get it in the right order. So starting off though, we on 9 and 10.
All right, wait. I'll take that bet. Top 3 is Madden. Dang, I don't know, man. I might not take this bet because you might pull a fast one.
But I'm not. The list is here. I should take a screenshot. Yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot just in case.
You want us to make the bet now? Or
No,
when we get to
I
4?
trust you. I'm just thinking
Hey,
like, do I really know you when it
Listen,
comes?
I'm gonna
to
give you a hint. I'm gonna give you a hint. Think about the game playback capability. Like, can I replay this game again?
Okay, all right, top 3. I'll take your bet.
I mean, you don't have to do it now.
Nah, I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm gonna eliminate games.
So you gonna do it at? Want me to take it
Right.
at 3?
Right.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Okay. Let's
Hey,
go
wait,
there.
wait. Instead of me and Soup saying it out loud, how we both write them down? I'll take the bet.
Okay.
All right, bet. You can write it
Yeah.
down. We go at the end. All right, write it down.
Okay, yeah. I'll write it in at 3.
If you write it down, we're going to do honor code. You can't change it once you
Nah,
write it down.
trust me. I'm not going.
What
Okay.
time do you want us to make the guess?
He said
what-
before we get to 3, before we start.
Yeah,
talking
whenever
about
I get to
top
3.
All right. I'm gonna
What
write
is
it
it?
down, screenshot it, send it in the chat.
Listen, I'm gonna eliminate something for you. I'm making it a little easier. All right, here we
Okay.
go. So, Soup, if you would have did it from the beginning, you'd have been absolutely wrong. Madden is number 10.
Are you lying?
I'm not lying. And
Ain't-
Ghost Recon Future Soldier is number 9.
Okay. Hold
Alright.
on.
Then
Alright.
I'm gonna explain why. Now,
Which way? So Madden series. Okay.
Yeah, Madden series. So, if I had to say my favorite, maybe the one with QB vision or the one with hit stick. I couldn't tell you which one.
06.
I couldn't tell you which one.
06.
There's some blood, bro. So, the reason why I'm Madden, people know me from Madden all through middle school, high school. Me and my boy Angelo, we used to literally, this dude used to call himself the Madden King. Like, the Madden King, he didn't play us. So me and Lo, I mean, it ain't like we did something wrong, but we rode the wrong bus to the back home the next day. Went to dude house. He beat Angelo. He blew him out, and then I beat him. And I'm like, you ain't the king, I'm the king. You know, I'm talking about John. He was undefeated. He was the talk of the school. I beat him. And then he almost 21 me the second game. So I beat him by like 4. He beat me like by 18. So his win was more, you know, like, dang, James. But I left. I beat him. He was the Madden king. I beat him. Madden Brains is probably the most personal game out of any game after that. Like, it's the most personal. The reason why I have some friendships is because of Madden. And also the reason why I even hung with the quote unquote cooler kids is because I was an athlete and because I was good in Madden. Like, I wasn't about certain lifestyles in high school, so it wasn't like I was cool for that reason. So why was I hanging with them? Because they knew me and they knew I could play Madden. Madden, if I'd really be realistic though, I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of things wrong with Madden. I can overlook it because you're giving me the main thing that I'm looking for in a game, but there's a lot of things wrong. The games that are above it, there's not so many things that's wrong. Like, you showing me a screenshot of a fan using the same poster and saying like, "Go Panthers 2014," and this is Madden 16. And it's like, what? Stuff like that, I can be honest and say they slacking. They know people like me is still gonna buy the game, and I'm hearing Madden's only getting worse. I haven't played it in 2 years just because, you know, getting an adult and responsibilities. With all that being said though, Madden is definitely the most personal game. Made a lot of friendships, talked a lot of junk, made a good bit of money. And it's just probably bring the biggest smile on my face when I think of memories. But if the game itself though, I have to be completely honest, it's the worst game. That's why it's at number 10 compared to the other games.
Okay. I think so. I know they introduced like the QB vision on 06, because I remember Madden 06 and NBA Live 06 were like the best like realistic sports games that came out in a while, because Live 06 had the dunk contest. Man, talk about. And then that's when the Xbox 360 Live 06 came out too. And I think they had Wade on the cover. Because I think the Heat won the championship that year. Or the year before, I don't remember. But yeah, I'm surprised you got it this high. Because I honestly believe, because you played, like, you wasn't gaming for a while, but you played Madden, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro.
Like I said, personally, Madden is gonna have the most memory, but I also was playing with a league with people, so I'm thinking of what made Madden fun is the people. Playing online was not that fun. It was good for me to refine my skills, but once I became a husband and people really wasn't playing at people's houses anymore, that passion in Madden went down too. I wasn't going to tournaments. People in school wasn't knocking on my door saying, "Hey, you that dude that played Madden, you can't beat me." That Madden would have been number 1. But once that stopped happening and it was just the game and I'm playing it by myself, it wasn't the same. That's why a lot of the memories that I mentioned was when I was in school. But once I got out of school, Madden just wasn't as fun anymore because everyone want to play online.
Yeah,
and it's cool. But talking junk to you while playing was what made Madden fun. It just ain't the same.
Yeah.
But the rest of these games, I can play without you being beside me, and I'm still gonna have just as much fun. It's just not the same. That's all.
I feel you. Yeah, we used to settle beefs on 2K, so I understand that. Like, when I was in college, like, get on 2K then. 2K, it was 2010, 2K10, 2K11. We're like, get on 2K11.
I'm telling you.
It used to, and that's when it was the Boston Celtics. Ray Allen was on the Celtics, but I used to put him on the corner every time, boy. Every time. Anyways,
it was good. But the game I knew you probably wanted to spec was Ghost Recon, and it wasn't Wildlands, but it was Ghost Recon Future Soldier. 2012. It has to be 2012. I was in school. My homeboy Cam, This the same dude. You remember in Division, bro, we was playing and one of my homeboys left us when we was getting jumped? This the same guy. This the same guy, bro. This man ditched us, man. I said, you the
That was just funny.
friend.
We have some moments like that, man. Those would be the funniest moments, bro.
Where you going, Cam? Man, I wanted to keep my stuff, man.
I know. He said, "See y'all later." I'm like, "What?" Right? Straight up, did. I think that was our last time playing. We may play him like maybe one or two.
Nah, I think
times.
that was he about to.
He did.
We couldn't trust him no more. But he put me on this game, and I give him credit because the reason why I like this one so much, it had like good futuristic stuff, which may never happen. But I remember playing online. If you get behind someone and you like do the CQC, you take them down, you can hack them, and if you hack them for like 15 seconds, your teammates can see what everybody is on the map. Man, it was so cool when you get to do it because you get like a lot of points. Because just killing them is, you get some points, but hacking them, you getting points, you getting skills, and then you just take them out. And so you had grenades where you can throw the grenade, and then it's like an echo beam, and it shows anybody that's hiding behind the rock or anybody that's hiding behind the building. And so it was like little stuff like that. I was like, man, this game is cool. And I used to love playing with my homeboys after class because I was doing a summer class. It wasn't summer school. I was doing something extra. And so I had a lot of free time. Come back and play it. And the campaign mode, I remember it. Like, I remember the game started off, the dude you play with gets ambushed and he dies, like, because of a bomb go off. And for some reason, I remember that. And then I remember the very end of the game, if you're really trying to play it, I'm sorry, spoiler alert. The dude's like, I'm going to call U.S. ambassadors and they going to tell him for you not to take me out. And he was right. They told him, do not touch him. But you as the main character played him because he was hurt on the train track and a train came. And he said, I was ordered not to touch you. And he let the train run over him. I remember the whole game. Like, it's crazy how much the game was fun. So I had a real good time playing by myself. That's a game I could see myself playing again. But the online is definitely...
Oh, it's dead.
It was... Yeah, it's dead now.
Yeah.
But it was the reason why this game made the number 9. Because it was just real cool playing with friends and be like, I had them, guys. I had them. Go see where they at. Go get them. So it was a fun game. Ghost Recon made some solid games, but Future Soldier was one of my personal favorites.
Yeah. It's funny now that you mentioned that. I remember you talking about that game. I think we did play before, for a little bit, the co-op. I remember you always saying like, "Yeah, man, multiplayer is really fun and stuff like that."
Yeah, it really left an impression on me. So that when I thought about, it, I was like, "Yeah, that is the game." That's the I was telling my coworker. It made me remember. I was like, "Yeah, that made it."
I was thinking like maybe I want to get back on there just to play the campaign again because I enjoyed the game too. But that's what's up, man. I can't. You explaining it very well, and I feel you on this too. Like that game was fire. I think it's underrated, honestly.
I know that's what I feel like. It's definitely underrated.
Yeah. So my number 10 and number 9. So for me, my fellow Americans, my brothers in arms, I gotta find my list.
Man did all that just to say that.
It's right here. I got too many things. I'm trying to do too many things at once. So, not my number 10 and number 9. Okay, my number 10 is Freedom Fighters from PS2. And my number 9 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Time on Super Nintendo.
Okay, I knew one of us gonna make it. One of them Ninja Turtles.
Yes, sir. And I'll talk about that in a second. So let me bring this up on screen. So Freedom Fighters. This is the game. This game, I rented this game on Blockbuster probably like 10 times. I never owned the game, but every time I go to it, for a period of time, I went to Blockbuster and I got this game almost every single time. And to give y'all like a backstory, it's a third-person shooter where there's an alternate world where Russia wins the war and they come and take over New York City. And you and like some citizens, you recruit citizens. You can have like 20 people on your team, and y'all go through and play the main campaign or whatever. There was no multiplayer aspect. Maybe it was, I don't remember, but I played it strictly for the campaign. And even after I got older and years later, I would get the emulator and play it like that because I have fond memories of this game. And I think a sequel was in the works, but they canceled it and they went to start make Hitman games, more Hitman games. But yeah, this game, fond memory. And it was like one of the first. It was back then when like they was making a lot of command games. Like you could command your team to go here or regroup or whatever. And it was just, and then like the physics, like when you kill somebody, like it was like it wasn't like scripted. They'll just fall like ragdoll. It's kind of like my first time seeing stuff like that. So yeah, man, it was just it's such a amazing game, and I have. And the music was great. Oh my gosh. And it's in New York City, so like you playing through the snow, playing through the different seasons, your character changes, his hair gets longer, his clothes change, you get more teammates, and yeah, man, I just love this game. If I had time to play it, it'll be my feel good game to go back and play because it's just so fun.
How you found that game? Like, did you just see it and like, oh, this game look fun, and somebody put you on it?
Nah, so I think I seen a lot of commercials on it and I couldn't wait to play it. And then I always remember going into Blockbuster and you see, because they have like the case of the game, but if they have like the case behind it, that means you could rent it.
Right.
And like
Yep.
for a while, man, you know, the case wasn't behind it. So I go and I look. And it's funny because I'll go and I'll pick up, I look at the case, you know, put it back, go back, look at the case again, go back. And then eventually I just walk by with my hands in my pocket, just look, you know, in my head, still not there. I'm looking like,
right,
you know, walk by. But when I do see it, boy, feelings, I still remember the feeling. It shoots straight up into my heart because I grab it immediately because ain't nobody getting this. All right. I finally can play this game. And then like after a while, you know, everybody don't want to keep getting it, but I kept getting it. And then I got the emulator when I love the game, bro. I love the game. So my TMNT Turtles in Time.
That Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So if you know me, I didn't even do this on purpose. Like I threw this shirt on. I am a huge Ninja Turtles fan. I don't care how many terrible turtle TV shows or movies or video games they make. There was a time where they could do no wrong to me, and they still can't really. I still go and watch it, even if it sucks. But I chose Turtles in Time because that was the one I owned on the Super Nintendo, and I played like that was back then when games was like 10 minutes long, bro.
Right.
I played and beat this game at least 1,000 times. All right, there ain't no secrets. I don't think. Maybe there is. I ain't find one, but I played this game so many times, and the music was great. And I remember like I think it was we had 2 putt-putts where we lived. We had one. Well, it was one putt-putt. Then they moved to another area. But when they was on Gordon Highway, for anybody that's in Augusta, they had the arcade version of Turtles in Time, and you could play 4 players. And I was like, oh my gosh, bro. I was like, this is amazing. And then and Chuck E. Cheese had another Turtles. I think it's I don't remember the title, if it's like 2 or 3. But they didn't have the Turtles in Time arcade part. They had another one. But yeah, man, Turtles in Time. Love the game. I love the I watched the movie 1,000 times. Secret of the Ooze. I also watched I watched all 3 of them, but I watched Secret of the Ooze. We had that one on VHS. Put that one on almost every weekend.
Yeah, did. We always watched it when we came over, at least once.
Yeah, fire. We had nothing else to do. That's what I said. We beat Turtles in Time. All right, let's go watch the movie. You know, I used to go to sleep playing this game. So yeah, I special place in my heart. Put a lot of time into this game for sure. Good old beat 'em up. But yeah, I'll play it to this day. But yeah, that's my 9 and 10.
Solid game though, man. Because I remember us playing it, like you said, multiple times and being just as happy as the 15th time as the second time.
For real, man. And then we get the shredder, he turn you to a baby, you instantly die. And then after that, we just running back again.
Yep. But no, that's a good choice. Games like that. It's a lot of games that could make my list just off little stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's why I chose this because like I think about like this is something that really impacted my life. Like not just I ain't just enjoy this game. Like this game really, I have fond memories of this game for sure. You know.
Right.
But yeah, Dom, what we got?
What time again, bro?
8 and 9. I mean,
okay.
8 and 7.
Hey, what? Oh, okay.
I'm doing too much, man. I'm doing too much.
Hey, I was looking at my list. Something I realized. I don't know why I put that on there, right?
Bro, just say it, bro.
No, I took it off. All right, so 8.
What game you took off?
I had Hades on there, right?
Okay.
But I was like, I don't think it's top 10 worthy, so I took that off. So at 8, I have Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. Here, GP. I knew GP was gonna say
that. I know
7,
his hating behind. Don't worry. I see you, bro.
And 7, I got Knights of the Old Republic.
Bro, that almost made my top 10. I think I gotta look at my list again. But nah, you spitting right now. Okay.
All right. You got Minecraft or Minecraft. All right, Minecraft. As a kid, man, I remember seeing Minecraft on computer. I was like, man, I want to play that game so much. We had like booty computers, bro. We had like trash computers. I would try to download like free versions of the internet, bro. And that game ran at like 12 frames per second, dog. Now, Minecraft, can you imagine? And finally released it. Nah. Got a 360, right? 360, they released arcade games. They had so many Minecraft knockoffs. I would buy them every time just to be able to play a piece of Minecraft, bro. Total Miner, whatever, Castle Miner Z, these games, bro. Minecraft is finally released on Xbox. Minecraft probably has to be the game I may have the most time on it ever, besides like Halo 3. Minecraft was one of the first games I ever played that was just a straight sandbox, and you can literally, your imagination was almost the limit, right? You go in there, you build your first house, bruh, and it's like a trash looking house, and you feel like you did something, bro. You survived the night for the first time. You got zombies, spiders trying to kill you, man. Minecraft's just a feeling, bro. I remember, you know the meme about somebody stole your diamonds and you don't like them no more, you mad at them in real life? Not gonna lie, that happened to me in real life. Had a falling out with my god brother because of Minecraft. I used to go over their house every Christmas, like every Christmas, and spend the night over. And we had like a Minecraft world with like him and some of his friends. They did something. I did not play I had to swear I didn't talk to them until like a whole year, until like next Christmas.
I gotta talk. We played a game now. I gotta talk to Brad, bro. Yeah. Remember that.
Hold on. What happened?
So like you got resources in Minecraft. Like you mine, you got like iron, you got gold, you got diamonds, right? Diamonds are like pretty hard to find, but it's like the best material in the game.
Right.
And there's like a meme. Like, you took my diamonds, I don't like you no more. Right?
Okay.
And Minecraft gets serious, bro. You spent hours, tens of hours in this game to find diamonds.
Right, I'm with you.
You finally find 3 diamonds to make a pickaxe, bro. It takes 3 diamonds to make a pickaxe. It sounds like it's not a lot, bro. Nah, but you're literally mining cave after cave to find these diamonds.
Diamonds are
treading lava,
right.
Fighting mobs, bro. And somebody steal your diamonds. You spent so long and hard to find these diamonds. Like, you get off the game, you put your stuff in the chest, right? You get off the game. Right. You get on the game, your diamonds missing. You know you ain't touch your diamonds. Who touched your diamonds, bro? I done spent hours in this game for somebody to mess with my diamonds.
So you couldn't. I thought when you logged off, like you off the server, you was still
Like your person's gone, but say
everything that you built.
say
Still
you
there.
put say you put your stuff in a chest, just in case you know when you die you drop everything, right?
right.
So say you put your stuff in a chest because you about to go out fight some like the enemies or whatever, and then maybe you don't put your stuff back on and you get out the game. Like the stuff in the chest is still there.
Oh, dang, that's
Yeah,
tough.
so like the map is still up and everything's still there.
But you have to
once
give
log
someone
off-
access to your server, though, right?
Nah,
Like,
yeah. So like it's not like since it was on Xbox, it wasn't like a server. It's like a maximum of 8 people can be in a game at once, right?
oh,
So
and
it's
he
like
was one of the
you
8. Okay.
and some other people playing, and you get off. Hey, man. It was I don't remember exactly what happened. I just remember it was something. Literally stopped talking to my god brother because of Minecraft. And just going into Minecraft, Minecraft is like such an experience when you play it for the first time, right?
Yeah.
And
for sure.
like the game has a lot more stuff now, but I don't know, it still just doesn't like change the feeling I had of playing it back when I was younger. It was an experience, bro. Experience in Minecraft, one of the first games
For the
ever where you
first
can literally
time?
go in
Yeah.
there and just do anything, bro.
Yeah.
Build houses, fight monsters, sleeping, mining, cooking, bro. Your mind's the limit, bro.
You ain't overrated, bro.
Bro, you ain't play it, bro. All right, you
I
play it
watched
at
too
your
many
age
people.
of 30 something. You still gonna enjoy it, bro.
I
You
seen
ain't
too many
convincing
people
this man,
play
that,
it,
bro. I don't know. You wasting your
Yeah.
time. Bro.
Yes, no, bro. I've seen the game. I'm sorry, I've seen it. I don't get.
It's
what
one
y'all
of the, you
see.
see it. It's not the same as playing it. It's one of those games you can clearly say it's not the same as playing
I'd rather just play the Sims.
it. all right. Game number 7, Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay, solid. That's solid.
Oh yeah.
I was young. The game came out like 01, maybe 03 or something. And I remember watching Soup play this game as a kid, right? A lot of games I played when I was younger, I played because Soup played.
Well, you rented it.
I rented
and
it?
then I picked it up. Yeah, you rented it. I was like,
I don't
what
know
is
what I was
this?
picking up, bro.
I like,
It said Star Wars, bro.
huh? I put that game in, but I ain't put it down. I ain't put it down
Bruh.
at all, boy.
It was,
Fire.
bro. The game itself, bro, is like you play it, bro. Like multiple choices. It's like an RPG, and like the system of the game gets like it's like pretty deep for a game that came out like in 01, 03, right? You living out as a Star Wars Jedi, bro, or a Sith Lord. You had the good side, bro, and the bad side, bro. What Darth Malik? What's his name, bro?
I don't know, but the story was fire.
Yeah,
It
the
was actually-
villain was cool, bro. The way it go, oh my goodness, the story was good. You had the choices to make, bro. You know, it had like the skill trees. You want to pickpocket, bro. You want to be somebody with the force.
Bro, the crazy part about it is like this was back then. Like the story was, imagine like how Attack on Titan is, but like it's Star Wars. Like that's how good the story is.
You don't see the twist coming, bro.
At all.
Wow.
At all. And even if we say it's a twist, like normally that's kind of like a spoiler, right? But like
You ain't
you
gonna
wouldn't
get it,
know.
bro.
You still wouldn't know.
You
If you
not
played the
gonna
game
get
today,
it,
you
bro.
would not know until.
You would not get it. Bro.
Yeah.
And then like it's still playable to this day, right? Like obviously it doesn't look the best, but the gameplay for it is still holds up to compare it to some of the stuff that you play today. It has voice acting for a game that came out like almost for the most part. A lot of the game is voice acted. Bro, I don't know, man. It's just such a good game, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. I ain't got
Never
nothing to say
played it.
about it.
I heard great things about that game. Never played it though myself, but I heard great things about it.
And then Star Wars is one of my favorite things, bro. And basically live out like a Star Wars story, bro. It's so cool, bro.
I know, man.
You get to choose to be good, bad, right? Choices matter.
Yeah, GP, man.
All right, man. So, ain't no Minecraft, no one on the list or honorable mention.
Okay.
This won't surprise you, but this game makes me a little sad because I only played one, and the first one was so good, and I always hear how the other ones are so good. But God of War, I only played the first one. Only one I ever played was the very first God of War. That game, I have to give credit. My homeboy, Robert Lamore. Shout out to my boy. He said he better than Dante. This how it all started. He better than Dante. But no, he ain't Dante a smoke Kratos. But all we arguing in high school. He's like, you play the game. Man, I'm like, I play this whack game. I start playing it. Shit, bro. I see why people everybody used to hype this game up. I just never played it. But everybody kept hyping this game up. Man, I started playing the single player. There's only single player. I started playing it. And what really won me over, and it's the dumbest thing, when I saw Kratos die. When I saw him die and then Hades pulled him in, I said, hey, this game ain't what. This game, like, I don't remember the story completely, but I just remember enough, him and Ares going at it. The Ares killed him, then Zeus helped him out. And then on the second one, like, I never played the other games, but I know the story. Like, the second one, Zeus betrayed him, killed him, and then he come back with the Titans. Like, the whole atmosphere of God of War was cool, but just the first game itself, that was one of the few games that I can honestly say it was one of the best games I ever played. The fighting was great, but also figuring stuff out. Like, you was in a maze, and then you know how a ball or rolling rock is rolling, and you just keep getting hit, and then you're like, what the heck am I supposed to do? And then you realize, oh, I'm supposed to jump on the rock, run on it for a little while, then jump off on this ladder that's hanging up in the ceiling. And little stuff, I can appreciate games that give me fighting, but then give me some stuff to solve. Like, it ain't just brute force. Yeah, I love my brute force games, but I also like to solve. Like, give me a little mystery too. So God of War really made the list. Probably could have switched it for another game, but I can really say just a single game by itself was better than any game I could have brought up, because it's not touching this game. This game was A1. God of War, shout out to my boy Robert. Kratos still can't mess with Dante, but I have to admit, his game definitely at the time was better than Devil May Cry 1, 2. I might give him 3, 2. I think it might be better than 3, 2. So yeah, good game.
I probably would have had it on my list if I played it back then too. I played it way late. I played it when I was in like Korea.
Which one you start off with?
The first one. I played the remaster.
Oh, you play. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and when I played it back then, it was still good. But like, imagine me playing it when it first released. That would have been phenomenal.
Yeah,
because everybody was talking about it back then too. So
like, everybody was talking like, this game can't be this good. And now I'll be honest, I see why. I was late to it.
Sorry.
And then I broke my friend game. Well, my niece broke it. I ain't breaking it. She broke it. Kirsten, I ain't gonna say no. And then another story I'll tell y'all about Walmart. I'll say that for another time. All right, next game on the list: Legacy of Goku, Game Boy.
Okay.
Dog.
Okay. Yeah, I get you.
When I tell you, my mom she's the best mom in the world. I went to Walmart, they didn't have the game. Depressed. I went to, this is before GameStop. GameStop might have been around, but I went somewhere.
Like Rhino or something like that.
Something random. They didn't have the
box or something.
They didn't have the game. So I'm like, man, I'm not getting this game today. I think my mom's like, well, we'll try one more store. Man, that thing had like 12 copies. I'm like, yeah, got the game. Come home, played it. Man, Legacy of Goku was the game. Like, I remember finding random items and fighting dinosaurs. Like, the dinosaur early on is super hard.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm gonna punch it, run. It took me like 30 minutes to beat this dinosaur. But guess what? I leveled up 3 levels. Man, that game was fun, man. That was the first of its game. Dragon Ball Z, imagine Dragon Ball Z during that time. This is Apex Dragon Ball Z. Everybody loved it. I
think that was one of the first ones that had a campaign too, like that, like an actual, like, you get and moving.
Right. Yeah. And so it was heavily hyped, and I was so happy my mom really went out her way to different stores and get it. That game was great. When I think about it now, it's kind of basic when you think about it now. But you start off regular Goku, you fight Raditz. Man, it's just cool because even though the little pixel fighters can't do much, you still had to move, dodge, and then you learn moves as you go through, like going through Snake Way. But I remember going through Snake Way and learning the Kaioken and learning Kamehameha and how you could charge it up. That game. And then when I turned Super Saiyan, even though it was only for one fight for against Frieza, bro, it was so cool. Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku was a great game. It's a simple game.
Nah,
Great
you
game.
spitting. You put me on that one.
Game, bro.
You put me on that one. We used to talk about it all the time.
Yeah, that
one was hard.
Bro,
Back
I
then.
know I got stuck.
Yeah, I couldn't get past it, bro.
Yeah.
I remember it was a part of the game where you had to find these 5 random items on the planet Namek. And I remember I always could find 4, but I could never find the 5th one. And the game played me, you had to go off screen just a little bit, then go down and move, and the screen will move and you'll see it. It's like,
okay, guys.
this before internet. So I'm just redoing everything, tracking everything, beating the same person. I was max level before I beat the game. That made Frieza super easy. I was at the strong level because I couldn't figure it out. So I'm just beating folks up. Fought the Ginyu Force, beat them up. Man.
And you use your imagination, you know what I'm saying? Like that back then. Yeah, man. I 100% agree with you.
That game was awesome. And then Namek changed when you fight Frieza. Like it was green and lush and pretty, all that. And then when you fight Frieza, it's just red about to blow up. I can appreciate you putting that in the game. But it was a good game. Legacy of Goku, man. Shout out, man. That really was my favorite Game Boy game. I had another one I could have put, but it didn't touch Legacy of Goku. Didn't come close. Good game.
Nice. Okay, GP, I like your list a little bit. Oh, I guess only because I was a part of it, essentially. Like most of Madden, not really, but what was your 9? Ghost Recon. Yeah. So yeah, okay. I remember that stuff, man. So my 8 and 7. Gotta pull this back up. So my 8, woohoo! You might like this one, GP. Shenmue.
Yeah. That's the second one. I said I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't make it. That's a great game, though.
Yes, sir. And my 7 is Persona 5 Royale, and I got a story for both of them. So for Shenmue, this was Dreamcast, and I was so excited to get the new game system. I don't remember if we got it shortly after it came out. I know we got it for Christmas. Every time we get a new console, it was for Christmas. Anytime we got anything, it was for Christmas. If we played the game, it was through Blockbuster. But my mom and them, they got me Shenmue, and the Dreamcast. I think I had Sonic Adventure on there too, because I played it at Toys R Us. I remember the kiosk. Anyways. So yeah, man, I saw the trailer for this game, and they had a lot of kung fu fighting and stuff. I was like, oh cool, I've never seen that before. So I really want to play that. The game ain't nothing like that. You do fight and stuff, but it's really a walking simulator, and you kind of live this life in this teenager shoes, and you could go to stores and eat, and you could go to the arcade, and you can go and get a job, and you go back home, and there's a day-night cycle. And all the characters in the game, you got the dread-headed dude selling hot dogs and hamburgers. They used to look so good. But I was like, yo, I really want one of these. You just couldn't get it. I used to be hungry too, man. I'm for real. But then you could go in a parking lot and fight. Then they had quick time events, and you doing all this crazy stuff, and then the story is pretty solid. Dude killed your father, so you're trying to get revenge, and you talking to all these people, these bad bikers come out of nowhere. You gotta fight them, and oh my goodness, man. Shenmue was, and it's open world too, and it's the only game really that's still I guess there's kind of other games that do what it did better, but Shenmue.
Hey.
Man, I love this game. I still love this game, even though it don't hold up like that. Just playing it sheer off of nostalgia. And I used to be in that arcade. I used to literally just get up and go to the arcade.
And go to the arcade. Yeah, the arcade itself. You didn't progress in the game, but it had some fun game. My brother played it, but he didn't let me play the game. He just let me play the arcade.
Yeah.
He did not want me touching his save game. Rightfully so, though. Rightfully so. I respect it. I respect it.
You know what's the funny thing? I think Soup did the same thing for me, because I remember watching Soup play. I remember a few of the arcade games had that punching game.
Yeah, and the dark.
Had that race car game.
The race car game. The
and they had that one game with that one guy running and shooting the things in the sky, bro.
Aerial something, I think. It was, man, like, bro, I used to go in random people's houses just see if I could talk to them. Like, just see what they'll say, you know? And you could open up, like, cupboards and stuff, and, like, it'd be nothing in there, but you could do it, you know? It's so cool, man. I used to follow people around, follow cats and stuff, and just because you could do it. It was the first, it was way before its time. And my favorite part of the game is when you fight, like, I think it's like 60 people. And you go,
I thought it was 100.
Maybe it was 100. And like the number, like Dreamcast had the little like the display on the controller, and it'll tell you the number while you beating them, bro. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so amazing.
You had some help during the beginning, and then
he disappeared. Yeah, and it was almost like Naruto Sasuke low key, because they didn't really like each other, but it was like cool at the same time. Like, oh man, it was fantastic.
That game was awesome, bro. It was awesome. I never played it like story wise.
Yeah,
that game was like, I watched my brother play it basically, and all the mysteries in the game, and the stuff you found, and the secret jewel in the drawer, and your parents telling you a secret. That game was awesome, bro.
Awesome, bro. Awesome, man. And back then, bro, that was like GTA before GTA, for real.
Pretty much. Yep.
So
Kung
good.
Fu style.
So good. So yeah, my
question.
What's up?
I was gonna ask you. I know. Have you played Yakuza?
Yes.
Okay.
I played. I played that recently though. So it don't
did
really
you like it?
I mean, it was cool. I wish all of them weren't the same like that. They're pretty much the same game. I can't play like 40 hours of one game and play another 40 hours of the sequel. So I don't even know if I'll go back to it. For
which one did you play? Just asking.
I played the first one, and then I started playing Zero, but I couldn't finish it because I was like, bro, I just played 40 hours of this game already.
I got the inverse. I got the inverse, bro.
I was gonna play Zero first, but I kind of want to play it in the way that it was released in a way. But then I was like, let me just go back to play Zero, and then I don't know. Maybe when I get older and I have time, I'll go back and play them. But yeah, Persona 5 Royale. It released on PS4, and this is when I had my firstborn. So it was easy to play and take care of it because it's a turn-based game, so I could kind of like chill. I ain't gotta be like all active. So that was one of the reasons I played it that much in the first place. But at first, it was the first, like everybody like, I love this game. Started playing it, and they did all that talking and stuff. I was like, man, I don't see what people see in this game. And I remember I put it on Twitter. I was like, I don't know what people see in this game. It's not really it for me. But then I just kept playing it, and then I just became consumed by it. And my favorite parts of it is just how different it is when it comes to like just being a turn-based game. It's all the social aspects of the game is so interesting, and I really learned to just like every mechanic of the game. Like you can't, like you gotta be social. You gotta go and do activities with your friends and stuff, or talk to these different people to get stronger and stuff. And it's so intricate and cool. And the story ain't like all that, but I honestly just like just everything about the gameplay and the interesting things that you go through in the game. And it's hard for me to kind of explain. It's one of those games you really just have to play, bro.
I hear nothing but good things about it. I never even seen gameplay, truthfully. I just hear really good things about it.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't have a really good first impression, but the more you play it, the more you really like love the game. It's so cool. You go to school, you go back home, you can eat, you could go to a batting range, you could go out on dates and stuff, or I don't know. And the music, fire, like one of the best soundtracks ever, for real. I still listen to it. I got some of them in my playlist. But yeah, for real, that's fire. Fire game. All right, Dom.
Oh shit.
6. Dang, bro.
My camera fell, bro.
Man, bro. He was playing with voodoo cards over there. I don't know what spirits he got going on over there.
Whatever, bro.
6 and 5, bro. 6 and 5. Let's go.
My number 6. I got Black Ops 3. No, Black Ops 1. I'm sorry. Call of Duty Black Ops 1.
Interesting.
Okay,
All
Call of
right.
Duty made it. I was wondering if it was gonna make it tonight.
Yeah, I got one on here, and I got number 5. I got Yakuza 0.
Okay.
Right. Black Ops. I'll start with that. Call of Duty. I really like those Call of Duty games as a kid. I had a lot of hours on multiplayer. Breaking away from the multiplayer, not talking about that. It's a big part of why I like the game so much. It was a mix between that and like Modern Warfare 2, to be honest. I think I like Black Ops a little more just because of zombies. I'll start. Black Ops 1 story was actually back when Call of Duty stories were still pretty good. I enjoyed the Black Ops 1 story. You know, it was a normal war story. And then you get to the point where you get the plot twist, and then you find out Buddy. Well, who have y'all played Black Ops 1?
Yeah.
Find out
You know,
Buddy.
I don't
Okay.
know if I did. I play a few, but I don't know which ones they were.
You find out this guy who's with you the whole game, bro, was like illusion, bro. Buddy was your main character got brainwashed by the Soviet Union, bro. Buddy wasn't there the whole time, bro. It was you. You was the bad guy. You was almost the bad guy. And then you got zombies.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when zombies was almost like at its peak.
Well, I mean, that was the first time it released, so.
No, they had World at War. They had World War. Call of Duty World War.
Oh, you know what? You're right. My bad, bro. You're right.
And then the second game with zombies, I feel like zombies was basically at its peak, bro.
Yeah,
Zombies alone.
everybody loves zombies at one point.
Zombies alone gave me so many hours of time to play. Along from the game just being good, it's probably the memories that I got playing this game. They got it so high on my list.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's high.
Yeah.
I ain't never hear you talk about.
I made friends on this game, right? Helped deepen my friendships. Played zombies all times of night. Probably besides like Halo 3 or Modern Warfare, or Minecraft. It probably got the most online hours for me, right? I was able to. This is the only Call of Duty game I hit like match prestige in. Right, cared about. I got a few weapons gold. I was trying. It took me forever to get max prestige. It was like the end of the games, like right before the next game came out. And but nah, it was just a fun Call of Duty. Probably my favorite Call of Duty. It is my favorite. Let me not say probably. And then I got Yakuza 0. I feel like if I would have played with Soup, he said he played the first one first. If I would have played the first one first, I wouldn't have played 0. Right. I tried to play 1 after 0. I just couldn't do it, like Soup said. Right. Yakuza 0. The story was a really good story in my opinion. It starts from a point. This character's young. He joins like the Yakuza, the Japanese mafia. And then it just like escalates from there quickly. Got like plot twist. And then it's multiple factions at play, and it's not English voice acting. I'll tell you, this is the first game to ever make me cry. Right, this is the first game to ever make me cry. I played this like 2 years ago. Right, one of the death alert got me, bro. Character death got me, bro. I didn't even think I would care for this character when I first was introduced to him, bro. All that changed in a matter of hours, man. The combat's fun. It's hard for a game or a beat 'em up game to keep somebody interested in the combat for 40 hours of gameplay, right? I remember like Shoot was saying, what Shenmue. It's a lot of stuff in this game that's interactable, right? They got arcades everywhere, and it's made by Sega, right? Shenmue was made by Sega too, right? Like published by Sega.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when Soup was talking about it, kind of reminded me somewhat of this, right? I never got to play Shenmue because I was a kid. But this game got so much like side content you can do. They got arcades. They got like a mini game, like a cabaret club mini game that's so fun. It's just a lot of things you can sink your time into besides the story, along with the story being that good itself. The combat was good. It's just overall, it was for a 40-hour game, it managed to keep me interested without me stopping to like not want to continue the game or play another game with a break in between.
I know you say a lot of times you'll be like, well, I didn't finish the game. I don't know why I just stopped playing. You'll say that a few times, but this game, you're saying there was never a moment you just stopped playing.
Yeah, and then like, yeah, the story, the combat, obviously, like any game, starts off kind of like simple, right? And then your person got like 4 stances they can switch to. You unlock a 5th one later, and then like you can combo the stances into other moves. They got like finishers that are always cool to see. And then the game also switches in between 2 characters. I forgot to say that the game is so like perfectly, because you get one character, you get like a Kiryu, and then you got a what's his name?
I don't remember. The other guy.
Gomi, dang, I forgot his name. Goro, yeah. And like the 2 characters are going through almost the same thing, but they're on different sides of like a faction. And it's just like the looking at the duality of the characters and their change with the characters, and then both of their stories play out. It just gets more and more interesting, and like as the stakes get higher, then like both with like, oh my goodness, one of the stories in like with like, it's a good ending to the story, but at least it was like such a melancholy feeling. I feel like Yakuza 0 ended in such a way where I don't feel the need to play any of the other Yakuza games, because it's like it could have been a standalone game itself.
Oh, so they are a continuation of it.
Yeah, the Yakuza 0 takes like place 10 years before the first one.
Okay.
And then if that was the only game they made, I'd be like, it's such a good standalone game. It would be no need for them to make more games, right? But it was so good to me, man.
No, they are good games. I think I just played them too late.
If I played the first one, if I would have played the first one first, I would not have liked it. Not like
no, I think the first one I liked it. I really did. It's just it's the same game. It's literally the same game.
Literally when they remade the first one and 0 got the same like combat system almost.
Yeah.
0 switched between 2 characters.
They remade the first one. Am I hearing that right?
Yeah, they remade the first one because
and they released 0.
Yeah, no, 0 came first, and then they remade the first one.
Yeah,
with like the 0 updated graphics and combat system.
Right.
And stuff.
Okay, I'm following. Okay.
I'm gonna go back and play them though.
They remade 2.
I just can't play them back to back.
And they remastered the rest of them.
Yeah, because like 6 or 7 though.
Oh,
or there's 6. And then with 7, they switched from like a action game to a strategy turn-based game.
Yeah.
With like a new character.
And then they got 2 spin-offs with
story and
Judgment. There's 2 spin-offs with Judgment.
I do want to play the I heard
Me
the Judgment games are good too. I do want to play those. Don't forget they also had like 2 spin-off zombie shooting games.
Nah, all right, GP. Where we at? Hold on, wait. We at 6 and 5, right?
Yeah, 6 and 5. 6 and 5.
All right.
All right. So these 2 are interchangeable. They're interchangeable, but I'm going to first say Devil May Cry as a franchise. If you had a gun to my head, I had to pick a one that means the most.
3.
4.
I knew he was gonna say 4.
and the reason why 4 is because originally they introduced Nero, so I'm like, they ain't gonna have Dante in the main character. This is stupid, but I'm still gonna play it. But it's stupid. We got a devil arm. This is whack. He's a knockoff Dante. And so you play the game, man, his fighting style was pretty comfortable. So I'm playing the game. Man, this is good. Okay, I can do combos. I can grab you from about 2 miles away, bring you here, doing scorpion moves. You got a revolver gun, so you can shoot, and I can cut you, bro. Like, okay, you that dude. And then they show my boy in the opening scene. My boy Dante come down. You see this priest, and then the boy just laid him out. Pow. You like, bro, Dante, what are you doing? So Dante, you fighting Dante as the new guy. So I'm like, this is the first time I'm ever fighting Dante. So I'm already like, I'm not fighting. It's a cutscene. So I'm like, this cutscene was amazing. I mean, they showed it in the preview, but the cutscene was like, oh my God, these are the graphics. And this is when PlayStation 3 kind of just got released. So, your graphics then at that time was like, oh my gosh, Dante got a beard. Yeah. He looks so detailed. This is awesome. So throughout the game, you playing, you fighting. You don't really know what's going on. And then you see Dante again. And I'm like, all right, Dante, you about to lose now. Man, that one of the hardest fights in the whole game. After about 5 times of losing, I finally got him. And then the cutscene, they made Dante beat him. Like, he won. He was like, look, little boy, you know, I'm that dude. They talk it out, and now they work together. But guess what? You get to play as Dante. So I done got used to, I'm got used to Nero fighting style. I'm used to doing guns, you know, shooting, arm stretching. And I'm like, hey, do I really want to play as Dante? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I kind of got used to it. So then I get Dante, and he got a whole nother fighting mechanic. So I'm like, okay, this is the OG Dante. So he gets, see, the difference between Dante and Nero get abilities with his devil arm. Like, all his abilities is somehow revolved around that. Dante get a bunch of weapons. So when I'm fighting with Dante, I switch to the twin pistols, ebony and ivory. Then I switch to Pandora's box, and Pandora's box can turn into a bazooka and shoot missiles. I'm like, Dante is wild, bro. I'm going crazy. So I'm just, bro, it was crazy, bro. I can keep going on and on because Dante had too many moves, but the whole story itself was cool too. Like, you find out why Dante shot the priest, and I won't go too deep in that, but the storyline was great. I was so happy that Dante was in the game, and I was happy that Dante really saved the day. Even though Nero beat the boss, of course, you needed Dante in the game because Nero couldn't do it by himself. So I like how they introduced a new character. They didn't just make him so powerful that he could fight Dante, who's been doing this for years, but then I found a way for them to come together. And then Devil May Cry 5, they just expanded, and that was a great game too. But 4 was just personal. First time PlayStation, one of my first games on that system. It was an amazing game. And Devil May Cry 3, it's just a humble brag. They remade the game because it was too hard. I beat the original game. That's just a brag I did because I had a homeboy in my science class. He's like, this game's stupid, man. I get stuck on the 3-headed Cerebrus and I can't beat him. And I finally get to him, I'm like, dang, I can't beat him for real. And then eventually I beat him. And I'm like, bro, I'm that dude. And there was another boss. It's like Fire and Wind. You beat them, they fight you 2-on-1. But if you beat one, they fuse together. And now they can do super Fire Wind tornado strikes. And then the secret was you beat them down together. So both of them are a little health. You take out one. As soon as he started fusing, I'm about to take you out. And it's over. And then Virtual, of course, was ridiculous hard. It was a hard game, but I was proud that I beat it. So that's my most proudest game, but the fun was Devil 4. And 5 was good too. Appreciate you, Soup and Don, because both of y'all told me it was on Game Pass and I need to hurry up and get it. And I love that game too. So Devil May Cry series is legit. Now, I say that I probably should have put this one above it, but I have my reasons. The next one, we taking it back. We taking it back to Shenmue system. Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah. Sonic Adventure as a series was great, but Sonic Adventure 2 was that game, bro. I never thought somebody died at that point in the game until I saw Sonic Adventure 2. When I thought Sonic died, bro, like when I said, he said, boosh, I was like, did they actually kill him? Bro, that was a little traumatizing as a kid. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, what? And then you playing the game, then you see Sonic come back. You're like, what? You survived? What? I mean, that to me, that was the equivalent to Goku surviving Namek. When the dragon was like, he is alive. Like, so when Sonic came back and then, because, you know, as Super always say, he be exaggerating. My brother played the light side story. So he did all the light missions. And I did all the dark missions. So I played as Shadow, Dr. Eggman, and Rouge, and he played as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. So I played my story first, and I see Sonic. I'm like, bro, I thought we blew you up. Oh, let's go. So you fight Sonic. I played my brother's story, and they show how he did Chaos Control. I'm like, he could control. So just the story was like amazing. But what really set this game over the top, I mean, it's a lot of cutscenes I could tell you. Sonic jumping out the plane, Shadow doing the time control, they break into jail right before it explodes. It's so many great memories. Super Shadow, Super Sonic. Oh my gosh. You talk about theme music. When I thought Shadow died, that ending, Maria, this is for you. That's about the closest Dom I can ever relate to you by feeling. So I'm like, this man just drifted off to Earth. This man's dead. Ain't no way he survived it. And originally he was supposed to be dead. They just rewrote him a lot. Anyway, but what really set it off though was 2-player mode. Me and my brother actually could play it. You had the race, so you could do chaos control to stop somebody from moving. I can like strike you with a spear, and then of course Edmund and Tails could fight, and then Rouge and Knuckles, you had to hurry up and find the jewels before the other player. So your thing beep like deep.
Yeah.
Where is it? I can't find it. I'm digging. I'm climbing. Where the heck is it? I'm getting mad because my brother done found 2 and I can't find the other one. I'm like, man, what's going on? You know, so like just the 2-player mode, and it was new, and 2-player mode was awesome. So
yeah,
Sonic Adventure 2 was a great game. Like when I'm this excited about a game, talking about, I know you made the list easily. So this was one of the easier games to choose from. And Sonic Adventure, the first one. Oh, I didn't even talk about the child racing.
Yeah,
you can raise a child.
I was about to say, like, dang, you missed that too?
Bro, nah, man. When I tell you, I had to play the game so many times because each stage had certain crystals. And you had to find the crystals in certain places. So I had to replay a stage because I want my child to be a great swimmer. So this blue crystal is the one for swimming. I wanted to be a great flyer. So this white one was for flying. I used to replay stages and raise them. And it was a glitch. If you put it kind of close to the child, but not too close, you could keep reusing it. So I used it like 30 times, but one time it was just a little glitch. And out time I had a devil child, I had an angel child, I had a swimmer. I wanted to do the angel and devil because they was the hardest, but apparently they supposed to have the best stats and whatever you had them in. And if you raised them so high, this door opened up and there's like Dark Child World. And you go in the Dark Child World, it's like, whoa! Oh, this is cool. It had like lava, and then if you go in the Angel Child World, had clouds. Man, that game was just amazing. It has so much stuff to do just besides the game. I'm done, y'all. That was a great game, bro. Sonic Adventure, man. Sonic Adventure 2 was a great game. I got to play with my brother, and I get to do stuff by myself. If they remade it, I would buy it. Like, I'm not even joking. I would buy it right away.
Yeah. My first time playing it was at y'all crib, man. Y'all made me fall in love with it. That's why I ended up getting it. Yeah, because I played Adventure first. Well, yeah. Anyways,
Right.
I think I owned it, but I think we ended up renting Adventure 2 or borrowing it from y'all or something like that. But yeah, bro, trust. I understand, bro. I understand that. And then I still. Even on the podcast, I don't know if anyone noticed, but like the songs that be in the background, a lot of them are from Sonic Adventure 2, the Knuckles portion.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I knew they sounded familiar, but I never put 2 and 2 together. Okay.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 of them, I recycle them. Yeah, it's the Knuckles beats. Cause they fire, bro. I don't know if y'all listen to them, but it's fire.
Yeah, the Sonic games got some really good music, man.
Yeah. Okay then. Put my list back up.
I wouldn't know that without playing SMT first, bro.
This crazy guy here, bro. Alright. Here's my 6 and 5, man. My 6, Mario 64.
I was wondering. I didn't know for sure on that one.
Yeah.
I was wondering. Okay.
And my 5 is GTA San Andreas. So I can't. Okay, wait. I guess I go with Mario 64. So I think I keep going back and forth. I think Nintendo 64 is my favorite console of all time. It's just so. It was just so memorable. I used to just stare at the box. like you just look at the box because you see all the games. There's all the games on the box, and I don't messed up. I should have hit this button. You see all the games on the box, and like Mario 64 is like the big one. I think it has Killer Instinct on there too. But yeah, like I used to just look at the box, and it just looks so appealing. And then I think out of any game that me and my brother had to share, it was Mario 64. Like he'd be on Mario 64. Like we used to get 2 hours at a time. He'd like, all right, man, if I get an extra hour, I'll let you play for 3 hours. I'm like, no, I want to play right now. He used to be so mad. And it's funny because he would get off and he wouldn't even get back on, so I get the 3-4 hours anyway. because he might go outside or something. But I used to be on Mario 64, okay? And
That sounds familiar, right?
yeah, I know. Anyways, but yeah, man, like it was so cool how you could just jump into paintings, bro. You see the world in the painting, and you already kind of got a glimpse of what you about to experience. You jump in the painting, and then now you in this big old 3D world with stuff, and you could jump, beam out of cannons, and you fighting Bowser, spinning them by the tail. You could climb trees, and you got all these objectives. You could accidentally run into a star, but like, oh, that's not even the star I was going for. And you got boss fights, and the platformer was so cool. And like I said, back then we thought these were the best graphics ever, man.
Boy, I'm telling you,
bruh. And you could lose his hat, and then like they had horror moments. You go down this long hallway, and then like if you hit the ghost, they spawn like this other world, and you gotta run around in this little creepy like ghost world. Oh my goodness, man, it's so you can get ate by like these little the Loch Ness monster. This game, like, and it's so inspirational, bro. It's really so inspirational. It was like one of the first 3D platforming games, and they nailed it. 10 out of 10, honestly. It's so creative and compelling, complex yet simple. And I spent hours and hours and hours on this game, bro. There were times I didn't want to play because it was scary, bro. I'm like, I don't want to go in here. I ain't going there. And then you got Bowser like giggling in the background and stuff. Like, nah, bro, I'm good. I don't want to do this.
Did that. You did that real well, bro. Like I wasn't even looking when you said, I'm like, wow, that is how they say. Like,
yo, that's how much I played it, bro. I used to hear him all the time. Yeah, man, great game. And San Andreas. So I cannot have a top 10 list without putting a Grand Theft Auto in it, because Grand Theft Auto is like Mario, is a very inspirational game. Inspiration as in like through game mechanics. And I wanted to say GTA franchise, but I could choose one. My favorite GTA, which is San Andreas. If it's not San Andreas, I was gonna choose 3, because I remember before we got to play 3, my friends at school had like or no, man, what's his name? Scooter was telling us how you could be like, you could do all this cool stuff that you can't even do in the game. But you like, yeah, you'll be in a mafia and you could do all this and that, and you could have a gang member just walking around with you and stuff. Like, you can't even do that in 3, bro. Like, he was saying, but we was hyped, bro. When we played it, we didn't care we couldn't do all that, because the game was never played a game like that. But yeah, it was just so fun just to run around. I used to try to follow the traffic and stuff. But San Andreas, the reason I chose San Andreas is it had the best mechanics. Even to this day, they didn't get like GTA 5 ain't do that. You could literally go through the drive-through, I think. If you can't go through the drive-through, I know you can eat food, and if you don't work out, you get fat.
You get fat, yeah.
What? No. Doing that alone just blew my mind. But on top of everything else, you could work out, get swole, get change clothes. Because I remember playing Vice City, and the only way you could change clothes is if you could run into like one of the random malls and pick up like this random thing on the floor. You got like 3 or 4 outfits in the entire game. But San Andreas, you could just create your entire own character. I mean, obviously, you still be CJ.
Hey, you see what I'm wearing, boy? Grove Town.
Hey, Grove Street. Grove Street.
I'm Grove Street, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. And I remember, like, this was back. I used to always look at screenshots of a video game, like like years out before we'll eventually get it and play it. So what I used to do when they announced GTA San Andreas, I used to go to GameSpot.com, and they had this one screenshot, and it was like Grove Street in his car, and the sky would be red, like sunsetting red. I used to look at that screenshot every day, just the screenshot, because I was like, I cannot wait to play this. And then when they got more screenshots, I was so happy. And when the first, and then they introduced bicycles too. I was like, oh my god, like, bruh, it was just everything I wanted. And it's crazy because I used to sneak and play that game. Trey could play it, I couldn't play it because I was too young. But I used to sneak and play that game until like I think they just eventually just stopped caring.
Right.
Yeah, it was like I just kept playing it. You playing that game? Nope. Yep. But nah, San Andreas, I still don't think they replicated that. It's just so good. And it was, the story was cool too. It's all about betrayal and stuff. Yeah, San Andreas, ain't no way.
They had that co-op mode.
You know how many fake GTA games, bro, that came out of GTA, bro?
Right, they could try to be that. The one thing I'll give you credit for when you brought that up, that was kind of on my list. I never owned any of them, but you put me on Vice City. I remember like, wow, you can. Did y'all have 3 before Vice City?
Yeah, we had 3.
Okay, that's the one you actually put me. I'm like,
yeah,
you could do what with a girl? They go in a car and do what? Bro, like stuff like that was new to me. I'm like,
yeah,
what?
And, you know, we young, we trying to like do every stuff, all
right.
kinds. We adventurous, you know. That's funny, bro. That's funny.
But it's crazy. I tell you, I remember I was like, what? You could do what? And of course, like when y'all had Vice City, I understood kind of the whole thing. But San Andreas is the only one I actually, my friend, I let him hold Tekken 5. He let me hold San Andreas, and I beat it. And that was the only one I ever beat. I had Grand Theft Auto 5. I just never could finish it. It didn't hit like San Andreas did. I just like having a double Uzi. You know, you had to train
Facts.
up, and how many kills you get with one, you finally get 2.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't tell me nothing. Well, I had double.
Oh. And you can you learn different fighting styles.
Learn fight styles. Yep. You go to different gyms. Yep.
Fire, bro. Fire.
Great game, bro. I used to be in that weight room every day.
I know, right, boy? I couldn't till you couldn't do it no more.
Yeah.
Okay, Dom. We
You
just
ain't
gonna
tell me that.
we just gonna do 4. We're gonna start with it. Don't do 4 and 3, obviously. We're gonna do 4, and then we're gonna do a quick rundown of honorable mentions, and then shoot 3, 2, 1. So,
Yep.
Dom, 4.
All right, for 4 on my list, I got Borderlands 2.
Oh,
I
okay.
heard. Yep.
I remember playing Borderlands.
That's pretty
1.
high.
Hey, I remember playing Borderlands 1. I remember playing co-op with you, Soup. Borderlands 1. I enjoyed it. And then Borderlands 2 came out, right? It was better in each and every way.
Every way.
Yeah, it was some of the few games that only make, sequels that get, one sequel that gets better. Borderlands 2, first off, the gameplay was fun. It had 4 characters you can choose from, with, expansive, skill trees, right? It had looter shooters, kill enemies. You get like boss weapons from the boss killing the boss. I never played a game that kind of did that to that extent, right? The story was interesting, right? All the way up and getting to the last boss. You fighting forgot how do I forget his name?
Handsome Jack, or something like that.
Yeah, you fight Jack, right? And then you story about the Vault Hunters. The characters are interesting, right? The game had such replay value. You can replay the game with different characters with different skill trees. Was never able to really get the DLC. It was too broke as a kid. But it was one of those other games that I had just such an enjoyability of playthrough with it.
Did you play with your friends?
I did.
Yeah, that was the best part.
I always found out I was always behind though. For some reason, I was always behind in weapons and everything. Then you beat the game, you get to the end, then you start playing with people online, glitching, giving you like modded weapons, bro. All those that just adds to the memories of the game, bro. I remember getting to bosses that I had struggled so much beating. I hate it when you got to like the city with the Hyperions or whatever, Jack City, bro. I hated that area. I hated fighting no robots. Most of anything.
Yeah. I agree. It ain't in my top, but I definitely had a lot of fun with that. And when I was in the army and training, like everybody in the barracks was playing this game, man. So it was just, it was cool, bro. It was really cool.
It was I'll say this: it's another game where the trailer was what made me interested in the game. Like the trailer for the game was cool.
Yeah,
It had
yeah.
that song playing. The way it introduced all the characters was cool. Had an annoying robot Claptrap who was funny, bro. The the story had like a few twists. The side quests were like interesting. The game wasn't. It didn't have like a boring moment for me.
Yeah, it was fire. I agree. All right, GP number 4.
So after speaking about Sonic Adventure, I made a swap. So I'm gonna put this game, and I'm deducting points because this game is recent. So your top 3, you will get this right.
Will?
No, you will not.
Oh yeah, I'm not. I ain't even like.
I don't
I
think
can't
it
think
is.
right now. So nah, I ain't
So
even
I'm
bet.
swapping it. I'm putting Spider-Man Remastered. It's number 4. It was 3. I'm putting it 4.
Okay,
And
I feel like I
I'm
got
that's pretty-
2 games in your 3.
you did like speed run that thing.
hey.
Yeah, you know, you did speed
He's
run.
like, y'all
that
took
thing.
me off. We made him play one game, bro. He's like, y'all took me off Spider-Man for this, bro.
He was mad, bro. So yeah. Go ahead, spit your piece,
Man, first time PC,
bro. Yeah,
launch
back gaming.
and the game was amazing. Like graphics was amazing, and it was free too, cause my graphics card came with this game, and I see why. I'm talking about the game was beautiful, and what I liked about the game, yes, fighting of course is good, but the way you had to win fights was never the same. It was always something different, something crafty, use some strategy. And I like that. Like, I like the fact that I could lose. It wasn't, for me, like, when I played Batman, I love Batman, like the Arkham series. And that was one of the few series that didn't make the list that I really wanted to. Never felt like I was going to lose in that game. Like, the way he could detect stuff, and even when I was a little late and I dodged it, I still could dodge. This game, I didn't get that feeling. The cutscenes was good. I liked the story behind it. I mean, there was so much other stuff you can do in the game. Like, I'm at 94% completion, and I kept saying I'm gonna go back and do 100, but I'm like, I'm just worn out. Like, I did so much to get to 94%, So it's so much, and the world was so big that it was real cool. And then the thing too, because I had the DLC, I got to play that too. So it was cool to kind of see how the story even expanded upon further. Like, there's I think his name is Game Master. Is it Game Master?
I don't
I
remember.
think he's like a side character on the show, but he wears a mask. I kid you not. I had just did a mission, and I think I went up to get a drink or something. I come back on the game and some dude talking to him. I'm like, what is this? So I'm just getting comfortable. We start fighting. So I'm in a shock. Like, oh my, okay. I'm caught off guard. I'm trying to hit him. He dodging everything, and pop, and there's like one more hit. I'm dead. I'm like, what is this? What's going on? So I'm trying to strategize. He knocked me out. I went online. I said, what is this? And it was a side mission, and apparently it triggers after you meet certain conditions. So he caught me with my hand, with my what they say, hands in your pants or something.
Pants down.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But I was like, bro, what the world going on? So he beat me the first time. I said, oh, I went online. I said, how do I trigger this again? Literally, I'm ready for it. I'm trying to do everything to trigger it. Finally, Trigger's like, you disappointed me last time. I said, oh, all right, let's go. So I fought him a second time and beat him. But just little stuff like that, man. Spider-Man Remastered was really good. People back in 2000, I want to say 18, when the game originally came out, maybe, people were saying how great the game was on PlayStation 4. Like, it's such a great game. It's a great game. I didn't have a PS4 at the time. I just had the Xbox. So, I didn't know what it was. I see now. I'm late, but I see what you guys are talking about. That game was great. I appreciate my graphics card for getting it for free. And I have to put it before because it's the newest game on the list, but it was a great game. It gave me how I felt about God of War. God of War was such a good game. This was a good game. And that's why I mentioned before, I'm downloading the Miles Morales. I was talking junk. I tell Sisu, you convinced me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, you about to buy the same game twice.
One thing I did that did.
Then I beat the game. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get the second one. So Spider-Man, good game. I'm about to play this Miles Morales. Hope the second one's good, because then it will be in the top 10, just like Soup said.
Hey, you got something else to look for, bro. The same people making a Wolverine game too.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, Wolverine is my guy.
That's why I thought about it. He put Spider-Man, so I was like, hey, the same people making Wolverine, bro.
Bro, bruh. What? You remember we used to play the Marvel game, Soup? Well, I used to always get Wolverine. I just like,
I know.
X-Men Legends.
Fight him real
like
quick,
that.
Soup, so I can heal. I run off the corner. Let me heal real quick. Oh,
Good
man.
times. Good times.
Yeah, well, appreciate that, dog. You made my, you on something today, dog. Good job, man. Look out for that.
All right, my number 4. I'm cheating a little bit. I'm gonna kind of make this quick too, cause we're almost at 2 hours. So I couldn't really choose one game. And this is the list is the top. Your top 10 is gonna fluctuate. You know what I'm saying? Today might be different than tomorrow. So it's either my number 4 is either Legend of Dragoon or Final Fantasy 7. I cannot at this very moment choose. Okay, if I had to choose, I'll say 7. Only probably because I really enjoyed playing the remake and it really brought that nostalgia to me. But the thing is, Dragoon don't have that same luxury and probably never will get a remake. But if it did, like I don't know, bro. I don't like. If you was to ask me if the 7 did not get a remake, which one would I want more, 7 or Dragoon? I don't know how to answer that. I really love both the games because they both have like the same kind of special feelings in my heart. I have so much time on both of them and so many memories. And Legend of Dragoon, you know, I used to talk to GP all the time about it. Man, he used to come. When he come to my house, he'll ask me about it, and then his team he watch me play sometimes. And we always used to be like, Levitz, because you know, spoiler alert, that's a character that dies, and it's like we used to be like Levitz, you know, it was so good. And then, you know, obviously we share a lot of memories with Final Fantasy 7 because I'm pretty sure that's in his top 10 too. But yeah, like I remember introducing him. I'm going to steal some of your time on this GP. But I used to introduce emulators to him. I think it was in high school. He was like, you could do what? Yeah. But yeah, I ain't hear from him in a while after I told him about that for real. But he went back and beat the heck out of that game. Because I remember it was so many years. I went over to their house at one time when we was kids, and I was like, what is that game you and Rob was playing? And I couldn't really explain it, so he couldn't tell me.
Never knew what the game was about. Yeah.
Yeah, but I happened to be in Circuit City one day. It's like Best Buy, but like it's closed down. Like it's been gone for years. Like, for people that don't know what Circuit City is, went to Circuit City and I happened to look at this case, and it was this character with this gigantic sword on his back, and I was like, I think this is the game. I look at the back of the cover. I like, oh, this is because the only thing I remember was this guy had a gun on his arm and he had like this big old blast he could do. And a big sword guy. I was like, those are the only things I remember of the game. And it was years after I asked him about it too. Like the first time I seen it, and years later, I was like, what is that game? I just always had that memory. But yeah, I grabbed that thing, put it in. Boy, I was like, this is the game, bro. I was so happy I found it. I didn't beat it then. I beat it later in life when I got the ROM. But yeah, that was my memory of Final Fantasy 7 and Legend of Dragoon. I was at Walmart and they had it in this kiosk. It was a demo, and you played with Dart and Levitz, the main character and the side character. And like my neck was hurting. I was playing that thing so long, bro. I was like, this is the game for me, bro. This is the game for me.
That's the kiosk days for real, man. Yeah. I love them days.
Be like this. Your mom probably done walked around all of Walmart, and you know you ain't going. You leave your kid at the kiosk. That's where they gonna stay. You know what I'm saying?
The whole game back there, bro. While you waiting.
Facts, bro. So yeah, I can't choose. I'm not gonna spend too much time, but I really can't choose. So yeah,
Let me ask, is that 3 and 4, or do you
nah,
have
that's
11
4.
games?
That's 4. Like if I had
Okay.
chose one,
Okay.
I could like it's back in
Okay.
like yeah. So
I give you that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny because I used to ask you, like, you'll be playing, I'll come back and it's like, hey, Soup, what character got their armor now? Like, he's like, this character hasn't found his dragon suit yet, or his armor. And I'll be like, did he get it this time? Like, yeah, he got it.
Yeah, and that's back then. Like, you didn't know if your kid was gonna.
Right.
But obviously
Right.
now you know. Like,
Now
of
you
course
know,
they all
right,
gonna get a
right.
dragoon spirit or
Right.
whatever.
Because I like because eventually I think what it was. Originally, I was gonna pick the dude who died.
Yeah.
And I think he died, and I was like, okay, the green wind was like, oh. And then you was like, but it's this strong dude. You was like, he ain't got no defense, but he's real strong. But he don't got a dragoon suit. I was like, that's cool. I'll pick him.
Yeah.
And then I think at the very end, he was like, he got one too. So I remember that, bro.
Yeah, man, just so
was
good, bro. Just so good. I put so many hours in both. Those
That's
games.
one of the. I was so young when the game came out 2001. I was like 2 years old, 3 years old. That's one of the games Soup played so much that I still have memories of him playing it as a kid, bro. Like I remember the game almost start to finish because he was playing the game so much back then.
Bruh. Love the game.
I was like 3 years old, but I remember him playing that game from start to finish.
Love the game, bro. Love that game, bro.
Like it's that in Final Fantasy. I have memories.
And
of
it got
playing.
a good soundtrack. Yeah, Final Fantasy got a good soundtrack too.
Right.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie, those were 2 games that I seen Soup. That's probably why I like RPGs so much, because Soup used to play RPGs back in the day, and those 2 games I remember it so much. It was Final Fantasy, Legend of Dragoon, and this other one was like Legend of Arcadia or something like that. They used to play.
Legend of Arcadia.
Legend of something. Legend of It was like it had to be Legend of something.
Is it the martial art one?
Yeah, it was the martial arts.
So I had that on a ROM. I rented that game.
Okay.
And I couldn't beat like the first boss like years ago. Then I got older and I got the ROM for Legend of. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I remember those games where Soup playing. I don't know. I just have memories of those games, man. Oh, speaking of it, bro, I got Legend of Dragoon over there on the PS3, bro.
Oh yeah, I know.
Bro, I've been playing it. I be playing it, but the PS3 make my room so hot, bro. It's hard for me to play that game.
Yeah.
I struggle so much playing a PS1 game. Oh, what we doing? Honorable mentions?
Nah, we gonna go to 3. We already.
Got you.
Yeah. So go for it.
All right. So 3, I got Metal Gear Solid, right? But I specifically chose to put 3 right there, right? Right. Metal Gear Solid 3. It's one of the only games I got memories of Trey playing. Right?
Yeah.
That's the only few games I got memories of Trey playing. Remember him like, you can eat the different animals. The games
I know. Fine.
Eat a snake, bro.
That was Snake Eater, right? Was it Snake
Yeah,
Eater?
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
Right. I didn't end up playing the game until they like made like the collection jank with the Peace Walker 2 and 3 on 360. But I remember playing the game. The controls are janky because it was an old game. But then like the story of the game is so good. Right, you playing the game, it's a lot of things you could do, like and it's a lot of Easter eggs in the game itself. The music on that game was good too, like the opening intro song, bro, is a banger, bro. But
Legend of Legaia. Sorry.
Yeah, Legend of Legaia. Okay, but yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3. And the Easter eggs in the game was cool too, because it was this theory going around that Metal Gear Solid 3 was like a simulation. The game take place in a simulation, right? And then if you like try to kill one of the characters, you would get like a game over screen. And then it was like a video game coming to an end kind of game over screen, not like an in-game game over screen like the normal one looked like. Right. It was a stealth game. I remember having to fight that old man sniper dude, bro. I didn't know where he was shooting me from, bro.
That boy OP.
You know what's crazy? You could beat him like by changing the time.
I seen, bro. Then I was like, bro, I was looking up like how to beat this guy, bro. Somebody was like, just change the time, bro. I was like, I'm not doing that, dog. I had a little bit of gamer pride, bro. And the story was good. The gameplay was cool as well. I remember you had to fight Big Mom. I think that's her name, right?
Boss.
Yeah, Big Boss.
Yeah, Big Boss. I think they call her Big Mom in 4 though, right? Yeah.
I want to say because Big Boss technically became
Snake. Yeah.
Yeah, right. He became Big Boss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They call her Big Mom in 4. Yeah. Then it was like, they gave you the non-lethal weapons. And then you get the lethal weapon. I never wanted to use the lethal weapons, bro. They gave me like the dart pistols, man. And then the bosses were all cool. They all had like a special thing going on with them.
Yeah. Fire game, bro. Nah,
It's a solid game. That was solid. My brother played that one. I didn't really play that one as much, but my brother played that one.
I think out of all of them, I think this one, Snaky, is the coolest one. With the mechanics and how everything worked. But 4 is the more like cinematic cool one. Like it was just such
4 is a movie, bro.
It's fire.
Hey.
It's so good. It's so good. It's not like I said.
Hey,
It's
wait,
not as
wait.
rich in mechanics as 3, but 4 was just like, yeah, like.
Hey,
What?
are we still doing the thing with GP top 3?
Oh, I'm not.
If you want to, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I got 2. I just don't know one. I'm not gonna do it, bro. I don't know one of them. I got 2. But
I know
can't
Metal
figure
Gear
out one.
Solid's one for sure.
Yeah, I do too. Metal Gear Solid, and he gonna say 4.
Metal Gear Solid.
I think Final Fantasy 7 be up there, bro.
For sure, yes.
And then
I
there's
don't
one
know that
more in
third
there.
one.
I just don't know.
that
I
third
don't
one.
know that other one.
Yeah, I don't know that third one.
That's why I ain't say top 2.
I thought Madden was gonna be up there. Madden
That's
was
what
10.
we just said better than 10. I'm like, this guy trying to pull a fast one, bro. All right, GP, what's your wait, Don, you doing it? You doing it? Wait, I want to.
No, I ain't gonna do it. I don't know the second one, bro.
I don't know the third one. I know the first 2. I don't know that third one. So yeah,
So since y'all spoke about it, it's okay. I'm gonna knock all miles out now. Since y'all spoke about the games, except the third one.
all right, go for it.
Number 3, NBA Street Volume 2.
Oh boy,
That game,
yes,
that game fire, bro.
yes,
Fire. And you talk about soundtrack, me listening to the music while playing, bro. I'm talking about NBA Street was something unique. My 5th grade, I remember I wanted the game so bad, and there was a dude down the street. My brother used to be friends with him. They used to order pizza like once every other Friday. He used to bring the game. We play. I'm like, let me play. I'm playing with people. I think his name was Dying. Well, no, that's Volume 2. But people could shoot. You could play a Martian. Then you had all the Jordan. You could make a Jordan team, bro. Skip to my loot. I didn't even know who he was till the game came out. Man, that game was so fun. And then Volume 2 just elevated the game. Like you had game breakers, you shoot the, it'd be like, it was so cool. But then you did Game Breaker version 2. Like Game Breaker 1, you could block it if you timed it perfectly. But 2, they did a mini movie how I'm about to do an alley-oop, throw it in here, and I'm gonna dunk it or I'm gonna shoot it. That game was so cool, and I was so happy they brought back my favorite character. My favorite character was Stretch.
yeah.
I liked him. And he was like the first person you could unlock in the second one. So he wasn't as good as he was in the first one. He had gray hair. And so I'm getting all the character dimes and find out what's the boss. Now this little dude swole.
I know.
So when I found those connections, that game was awesome, man. It was a fun game. I mean, playing people, trying to talk about it, and the music, it was phenomenal. That's top 3 without a doubt. I feel like we used to play. I don't think y'all was like, y'all didn't have the game, but we would play it anyway.
Yeah.
And
we went to your crib, we like Volume 2 right now. You go straight Volume 2. We play Volume 2, then go in the backyard afterward. But like, nah, we always play Volume 2 first, bro. Jake was straight fire.
Man,
I think I rented it one time, but like, yeah, most time when we played it with y'all, man. Classic. It's a classic game for sure.
That's a game. Me and my brother always going at each other nets, boy. Trying to get 21, boy.
I know. Dang, such a good game.
I'll tell you. So that made my top 3 because that was an easy choice. Like games that made me think. And of course, number 2.
Wait. Let me see which one is 2. So there's Final Fantasy and Metal Gear Solid. Oh man, that's crazy. Which one will go first or second? I really feel like you gonna pull a fast one, bro. I think
Bro, I already got it in order. I'm looking at it.
I know, but nah, I just feel like I'm saying like, man, I feel like what I think your number one should be is Final Fantasy VII. But I feel like what you have as your number one is Metal Gear Solid. Am I right or wrong?
I'm going Metal Gear Solid 2, bro. Number
That's
one.
number one.
Yeah.
You are correct.
I know it. See, but I really feel like it should be Final Fantasy should be your number one. I do. Because I know how you feel about Metal Gear Solid, but I know the lengths you went to for Final Fantasy VII, bro. I just know, bro. That's why I said like you put that effort in for that, dog. That's why I think that should be your number one. But go ahead, speak your piece.
Let me show you why. Number two, Final Fantasy VII. As Super already know, Dom already know. That's arguably the favorite game of all time. When Supes, and to continue the story, when he told me that you could get a ROM, I said, "A what? Yeah, you can get an emulator and get a ROM." I said, "What?" I looked online, saw it, and Final Fantasy, because it's so big, it had like 15 different discs or ROMs you had to get. I'm like, what? But when I found out how to do it, I immediately played it. I tell people to this day, once I beat the game, my childhood was complete. There was nothing left from my childhood that I need to go back to. I had no regrets in life. I could be an adult now because I was stuck on one part of the game. And then you talking about music, bruh. I got a Final Fantasy ringtone on my phone right now. Like if you called it, it'd be it's on mute, so you ain't gonna be able to get it if you try to call it now. But the game, the fighting, it was amazing. And the cool thing I loved about it, it was so many secrets. Like I beat the game, okay, it's fine, but I didn't know I could unlock a character, Vincent. This is so cool, even though his limit break was so whack. He was just such a cool character. I didn't know I could unlock Yuffie. I didn't, it was so many cool moments. People didn't even know. If you went back to where Cloud and Nephilim, if you went back to the basement after you unlocked Vincent and stuff, they show you the backstory of how Cloud knew this dude named Zack. The game didn't even tell you. You just had to find clues, and you would see his backstory, and you would see Zack actually dying in the OG Final Fantasy VII. It's like, what? It was so far ahead of his time with the story, and graphics didn't look like it was amazing. Now it's like, it was leaps and bounds ahead of time. Yeah. And till this day, the only reason why it's number two, the only reason I say it's number two, is because the remake is not completely finished. So that one I took points off because the remake didn't do the full game. So I put the remake.
Come on, bro, that's crazy.
But Metal Gear Solid 4. Bro,
you forgot about Metal Gear Solid 4 until just what?
Last year? I ain't forget about it. I just forgot. I just didn't hype it up.
He had brought it up on the podcast, son, bro.
She's like, oh yeah, man, but you ain't forget about Final Fantasy.
Memories start flying back in, bro.
You said, I said there's no game that I would give like a 10 out of 10 to. I think that's what I said. You was like, not even Metal Gear Solid, and I was like, hold up.
Brain almost exploded. Brain almost exploded, bro, from the memory.
Secret memory unlocked, bro.
Metal Gear Solid 4 was.
You put me on. I see that.
When they said this is gonna be the greatest game ever released on the system, they did not lie. When my boy Liquid Snake, he said he just playing around. He was Ja Morant before Ja Morant. He was bro, and then you realize he's actually pointing people to shoot at the ships, and he had this weapon, man. And at the secret ending, you thought this whole time Big Boss was dead. He actually was alive. Man, the game itself was just amazing. The gameplay. But what really set it apart from Final Fantasy VII, it had an online mode. And in the online mode, you can get different icons. So if you were stealthing and took a lot of people down in stealth, you get a fox icon. If you was like a headhunter, you get a hound icon. If you was getting dropped a lot, you get a sloth icon. And it updated. So the better you got, the icon update throughout the time. In the online, I could take you out with an electric knife. I could take you with a blade. I can hide in a box. Like sometimes you'll walk by a box and be like, man, this ain't no real box. and you'll shoot it because you didn't know who it was. You know, it could be a real boss or somebody playing a boss. Now, online was amazing. I'm talking about I paid money. This is the first time I got a prepaid card. Went to Walmart, put $20 in, because I'm working at, Popeyes. $20 just so I can buy the online stuff. First game I ever bought online because I wanted to get the DLC. That game was amazing, bro. Online was amazing. I used to play with my friends online. We used to talk junk. We'll get on together. First time I really got like multiplayer online. Before Call of Duty, I never did none of that. That was the first experience.
Your favorite game of all time is Metal Gear Solid 4.
Not 4, bro. It was the game itself was a story.
Nah, it was. I agree. That's one of the
And then, like Dom mentioned before, like the little girls, they come down killing folks. I'm kind of a little scared. And then if you don't kill them, like if you only tranquilize them, you get a special reward for them. And they'll turn to stone or whatever. And it's like, bro, you have so many options to choose from. Man, that game was great, bro. Liquid Snake was a great boss. Snake himself was a good protagonist. And then to find out Bit Boss was alive the whole time.
And that writing part, when he was slicing up the mechs, the Metal Gears.
Raiden was that dude. I also played the side game for Raiden.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I ain't gonna go too far than that, but yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 is definitely better. But Final Fantasy VII Remake, if they complete the game, it probably will leapfrog it.
Mm-hmm.
But Final Fantasy, the OG version, is neck and neck. But Metal Gear Solid 4, it edged it out just a little bit because of the online. Because the online was amazing. It was amazing.
Okay. All right. Y'all know I'm gonna do my 3, 2, 1, 2, and Don, after me you could do your 2, 1, but I already talked about my 3, 2, 1 a lot, so I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, y'all. So my 3 is Mass Effect 2. It's fantastic. All right, so I like the whole Mass Effect series. I like how you in Mass Effect 1, whatever you did in Mass Effect 1, carry over to 2, carry over to 3, and 3 culminates this whole big thing that you've been on a whole journey since you started on 1. That is so cool. I don't think there's another game that really do that. I think Dragon Age do something like that, but nowhere near as good as Mass Effect. Like the characters that die in 1 are still dead in 3, and you can make that choice. Like if you could save one or the other, or you could kill someone. You could go to 3 with like no characters, like for real. Like they all died between your adventure between 1 and 2, or you can have most of them, you know. And that's so cool. And the story was so good. The ending kind of sucks, but just the story from start to almost ending, it's fantastic. The universe is crashing, and it's up to you trying to gather everybody, all these resources to fight this inevitable evil that's trying to end the world or whatever. And then like the whole politics behind the game, and the gameplay is not like the fire thing, but Mass Effect 2, like the gameplay and that one was the best. It's just so cool, bro. It's just so cool. You like this space guy, bro. You fly in space, you get your crew. Fantastic game. I recommend everybody play it. From one don't hold up that much, like the gameplay portion of it, but
right.
I think it's worth it. My 2 is Witcher 3. I love the Witcher series. I choose Witcher 3 because, like, if you play it on the hardest difficulty, you actually feel like a Witcher. You have to sit down, you got to prepare your potions, you got to take your potions and to buff yourself to fight these monsters that you investigate. And if you don't know what the monster is, you do your own investigation into the monster to make sure you take the right potions. On top of that, the story was really cool. I love the characters. I love the set pieces, and the side quests felt like main quests. The open world was very cool and beautiful. It was one of the best looking games at the time of release. It's very replayable. The combat, I don't think it's that bad. It's not doing anything cool or anything, but it's serviceable in my opinion. But yeah, it's just so cool to see all these different monsters and like how you can take them out. It's a really good open world RPG game. And of course, my number 1 is Halo 3. I was gonna say just Halo 1 because of how inspirational Halo 1 was to me and the world, but I had the most fun with Halo 3. Halo 1, I was introduced at PX. It's a army post store. It was a kiosk. and it was the only reason I wanted an Xbox. I said this before. I saw people driving and shooting at the same time. I was like, I gotta have this game. And I'm like, if I had to choose like a genre that I like the most, is first person shooters. But I'm very well vast. Like I play all kinds of games, but my favorite to play is a first person shooter.
Listen, y'all. I just want y'all to know something. There's a story we did on our early episode. It was the anniversary of Xbox. Go back to that episode and listen to what he did to me and my friends. It was ridiculous. Just listen to the story. That Xbox anniversary. It was ridiculous. My friend actually remembered this beatdown because he went on my page and saw him and said, "Is that him?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's him who did it." Xbox anniversary. Just look for the story of how he did us on Halo. It's ridiculous, bro. How he was in Halo is how I used to be in Madden. This dude was a monster, bro. And I knew it. And people didn't believe me. He was a monster, bro. He was a monster.
Bruh. Yeah, I played that game so much, Halo 3. I talk about it all the time. I'm not even going to elaborate here because, like, if you just watch the episodes and piece it together, you'll know my love for the game. I talk about it all the time, bro. So yeah, that's my top 3. But yeah, I love video games. Dom?
All right. Take us home, Dom. What you got?
Number 2, I got Halo 3.
Okay. Halo made it twice. Okay.
I'm surprised though. I know you. I know you. I mean, I always say I'm surprised, but I know you throughout the podcast history, you have told us why.
Yeah, Halo, and then the number 1 game, I got Kingdom Hearts. All right.
Time out real quick. None of y'all said Elden Ring after y'all hyped it up this much.
Bro, it's recency bias. I give it a 9 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
But like, nah.
I said Dark Souls.
I'm just saying, you got. I just knew Elden Ring was gonna make y'all list. That's
I didn't want to put 2 games that came out too recent. Like I didn't even.
It got a. And
I feel
like Breath of the Wild could have been on my list, but I didn't play it till maybe like a year ago plus 2 years maybe.
Okay.
I didn't want to put that on my list, and I was like, yeah. So I said Halo 3. All right.
Also, these games are like life experiences in a way.
True.
Yeah.
Right. I feel
Halo 3 is literally the game where I got majority of my friends from. Friends I still got to this day. I was like 5, 7, 8 maybe playing Halo 3. And I still got those friends to this day, right? Just the game, it's a great game, right? Was able to spend probably my most played game ever. Probably because as a kid I was able to spend ridiculous amounts of hours playing one game. The only game I probably really ever played, right? Get up, get the weekend, get to play Halo 3 with my friends. It's like 4 a.m. Every morning. Don't let it be summer, bro. Don't do nothing but play Halo 4, Halo 3 till like 4 a.m. Custom games, regular games. Before I even had friends, I was playing on Mitri account, bro. Mitri used to hate me for it, bro. Because it wasn't like a different.
Nah, I think that's one game. Nah, I ain't let you do that. Not like that.
Now, when you wasn't home.
Call of Duty. See.
Hey, Halo did not have a rank mode. It was just one level.
Yeah, rank. You ain't play rank. I know that.
I swear, bro, the level just go up from there, bro. I don't know. But was able to spend hours.
He was so
excited. Lifelong friendships. What I said? Mitri? Oh, shoot.
Yeah. He got so excited, he said the real government name. Yeah, okay.
But ridiculous amounts of hours. Lifelong friendships. Great story. What else is there to say? And Kingdom Hearts, right? Favorite game ever. Favorite game series ever.
You have a favorite one though?
2.
Is it the first one?
Probably 2, because 2's hands down the best one. Gameplay.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the first one a lot too. Kingdom Hearts. Disney characters in an action game. Who would ever thought it would have worked?
I know. I have to admit, that's the one of the game like Shenmue. I went to my friend's house sometimes. We'll play like Yu-Gi-Oh! We might hit Budokai, but he'll say I'm about to play Kingdom Hearts, and I'd be totally fine with it. I'm literally just sitting there watching him. I'd be totally fine, trying to coach him how to win fights. But that was a great game. It really was.
Yes, man. Bruh. It's a game. Whoever thought Disney characters and Final Fantasy characters would work together in a story game? You fighting these heartless monsters. The music's so cool. A lot of the boss fights are.
Away, you don't hear me say.
Hey, that's my ringtone, bro.
Oh baby. Nah. I used to just watch I used to love when the commercial come on. Just the commercial. I ain't even got the game. The commercial came on. I run to the TV. It was so good.
No, you right though, Dom. Great. That was.
Bruh, I still haven't like beaten like the hard bosses because I put in the hardest difficulty because I played like 2.5.
Yeah.
I couldn't even beat like the data fights, bro. I'm not even that good enough to beat
the data fights are the hardest.
And don't forget, bro. You got old buddy. They put the terror from the lingering will, bro. Never beating that guy, bro.
The man Sephiroth considered a hard boss.
Yes. He ain't as hard as.
In 1, he's ridiculous. In 2,
I think in 2 he's ridiculous. Cause 1, he's like a regular boss, ain't he?
No, 1 he's like the last boss, the last secret boss you can fight.
Let me look this up, bro.
In 2, he's a regular boss almost.
Nah, he's not. He's a secret boss in 2. I remember. Hold up, bro.
Which one is
in
it?
2, if you go back to the area, you can fight him. All right. In 1, he's like the last thing in the Coliseum.
I just know it was one fight. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. My homeboy finally got to him. I was like, okay, bro, this is what you need to do. And I literally gave him a strategy. It took us like 20 minutes. And he finally beat him. We was like, let's go. Like, we in the room, like, let's go. And I think what happened is him and Cloud clash and they disappear. And Tifa's like, I guess I gotta go looking for him again.
Yeah, that's definitely 2 because Tifa wasn't in 1. That's 2.
Yeah, she said I gotta go look for him again. And I mean, we was hyped. Yeah, 2 was ridiculous hard. Like literally 1 slash, he had to heal or he was dead. There was no other chance of if ands about it.
Because in 2, he starts off the battle with that his slash, bro. Dang, man.
But yeah, I remember I was trying to call. I was like, bro, you need to stop doing this and do this. And I'm like, I'm just trying to coach him the whole. And he finally beat him. Shout out to my boy Kevin.
Bro, the characters are so cool, bro.
But yeah, he said
him and Riku got like a Naruto Sasuke relationship, bro.
Yeah.
But no, you right though. It was creative to think Disney characters fighting with other games. It's like, what?
Fire.
Bro, it's the boss fights in Kingdom Hearts, bro. Some of the best boss fights ever, bro. Bro, when you gotta fight him, you gotta fight Roxas, bro. Once you get to the bro, you gotta fight Roxas, and you fight him in the the Beacon of Remembrance. I think that's the name of it. You fight Roxas, and then the music's playing, bro, because you're fighting for control over the body. Oh my god, that fight is so cool, bro. Oh my god, I love that fight, bro. And then the music, bro. The music. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. And then, bro, all the intro songs of those games are bangers, bro.
Effects. It's up in the air on the internet on which one is harder, by the way.
One may just be harder just because the game is older.
Less skills. That too. Yeah.
Because in 2 you get like those action commands with the triangle button. Bro, I remember
he just had this one hard dodgeable, like he do like this little slide technique, bro. It's like I don't know. You really got to play perfect though, like.
In 2, bro. No, I remember I got 2
I beat
for my
2.
birthday
I don't think
again.
I played with 1.
I remember I got 2 for my birthday again, bro. Playing that game. The house get robbed, man. I was so mad. They took the PlayStation 2, man. Hey, I ain't get to beat the game. I ain't care about any other game that was going, bro. I was mad they took that one.
Man, all right, bro. We gonna go ahead and hit these closing remarks.
I'm sorry, Don, that happened to you, man.
Yeah, GP, go for it, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you, man. But I hope y'all like. This is why we want to do something that was passionate. Everybody can get some of the action. So I hope y'all guys enjoyed it. If you got some games, let us know about it. See if these games match up to ours, or if you think all our games were trash and we got no taste, we'd like to hear that too. So appreciate y'all for listening, checking us out, man. Once again, check the social medias, YouTube, any audio platform that plays the podcast. Check us out. But y'all have a good morning, night, evening, whatever in between, and make smart decisions, y'all. Talk to y'all later.
Facts.
Be like John Moran out here, bro.
Dumb.
Exactly.
Hey, appreciate y'all for listening. I already kind of want to take a game or so off my list, change it around. I don't know. It's just a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? Played a lot of games over the years. It's a lot of games I don't remember because I was so young when I played them. I kind of want to play again. And like Soup said, like they used to say, I used to rent so many games and play them things so fast and didn't beat most of them that I don't remember a lot of the games I played, bro. To be honest. Oh yeah, I want to say one honorable mention, bro. Little Big Planet, bro. Such a good game. Y'all played it?
Yes.
Bro, the custom games, people. All right, that's all right, man. Thank y'all for listening. Hey,
No, a lot of people like that. A lot of people like that.
hey, want to see y'all top 10s, top 5s, whatever, you know, in the list, in the comments, please. Like, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate y'all for listening. Got a One Piece chatter volume for my birthday, man. Volume 100.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the next generation of Gas the Podcast. I'm gonna just sneak in honorable mention Rock Band.
I thought about that too, bro. I thought about it.
Me and my friends used to be rocking out, bro. Oh my god, we used to be emotional too, cause some of the songs you be singing, you might be going through something in a relationship, be in there crying and playing the drums. Anyways, yeah. So shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for listening. This has been Gas the Podcast Season 2, Episode 12. We are out.
Peace.